mean, you subscribe to OnlyFans, so I don't know what.
Yeah, because Rachel has a fat ass. Continue.
That's getting clipped.
No one clipped that. No one clipped that. You have 12 black people in Latvia. If you're an orphan, you're starving. If stuff was done to you, okay, but any for all everybody out there. I don't approve of Abdullahi said that people should be hanged. I think that's a bit too far. But Obama black that killing on Papa.
Drop another thing. That's a break. That's a break.
One second.
So it's again, the actual draw happened, and so it's actually United versus Coventry. It's Chelsea versus Man City.
Why do you do that to him, Mardias?
They're saying the payments came through to Chesney.
Yeah, another day, another dollar, baby.
They're saying Chesney got the payment. Basically, shout out to the guy on YouTube comment. He said a guy on YouTube said Chesney said stop the count. That's what Chesney said. Stop the count. There's Perez.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey,
Hey, how you doing, man? How you doing?
What did you
Yeah.
do? Hold on. What did you do winning the
How
UCL?
are
So
you doing? How are you
just
doing?
chill.
How are
It's
you
been a while
doing?
since you won the UCL. It's been a while since you won the UCL. I think you should just chill a little bit. So guys, look, see, my thing, guys, is we're gonna talk about numbers, and we're gonna talk about beatdowns because
We have to talk about an Italian as well.
Oh yeah. We'll talk about a curious case of dementia. So we're gonna talk about dementia. We're gonna talk about choo 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 choo. We're gonna talk about Yamal, guys. I told you don't want to listen to me. He's the best player in the world. Now, Madrid fans, they will not like me saying this, and I know I'll get attacked, but guys, I'm just here as a humble football servant. That's what I am. Vidi was on that pitch. Jude was on that pitch. Who was the best player on that pitch? Outside of Raphinha.
Speak about the best Brazilian player. Speak about him. Yeah.
Cook. There was only one Brazilian player tonight. Pull it up one more time for the culture.
Okay, you know. I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. Why can't I learn? I'm an idiot. Okay, it's basically notes to self for 2025. Never go to Ricardo's AVI. Never go to Ricardo's AVI.
Shout out to the real Ronaldo.
I'm a bit confused, man. Vinny said he was gonna work 10 times harder. What the hell happened?
Oh god.
You got 10 times worse, man.
No. Wow. Okay, look, see. Notice that. So guys, basically, this is all Barca, Real Madrid. There's a lot to break down, a lot to talk about. So we're gonna try and break everything down. But I'm so glad that you're here. So what are breaking down? We're gonna talk about the reactions, talk about specific players, and those specific things, man. So let's first. So we're gonna break it down into the reaction. We're gonna talk about Raphinha. We're gonna talk about Yamal. We're gonna talk about Ancelotti. And then we'll talk about whatever we need to talk about for the outro as well. So guys, you know what it is? Guys, almost so supported, man. Guys, like the vid, please, guys. Everybody, mods, make sure we have at least 300 likes. Make sure we have at least 300 likes on this vid. Mods, keep telling the guys to get likes. Please like the vid. It helps the algorithm like the vid. And if there's anything you wish to add to the show, send in a super chat. Your super chats, we call them dobs in the channel, but your super chats and your dobs help to keep the channel supported. And yes, they don't go towards OnlyFans, they go towards world peace and my bubble baths. It is what it is. So let's just have a general reaction here. Let's just have a general reaction before we go to specifics. Let's just have a general reaction. Now, I need to maybe pull up who predicted a Barca win.
Me.
He was AK.
I predicted it, bro.
I predicted a draw.
What was your score?
I said I think 3-1 or 4-1.
Are you sure you said 3-1 to Barca?
No, I think he said 3-1.
No, he said 4-1 at the half.
Nah, I think I said I don't remember 3-1 or 4-1.
No, he said 3-1. He said 3-1. It was 3-1.
Okay,
yeah,
look, see,
3-1.
my thing is,
And I also added a caveat: Barca would win if Lucas Vazquez played. What happened?
Well, to be fair, he was always gonna play.
That was Lucas Vazquez's clone. Look, see, my thing is this, guys, is do Barca just know how to beat Real? Is this just a bad matchup? Because again, I don't want to. I'm sure Elijah must be around here. I'm scared to look up. What is the head-to-head between Real and Barca for like the past 10 years?
This season is 9-2 right now as we're
To be
speaking.
fair, the
9-3.
No, 9-2.
No, the last 5 years, Real Madrid have actually done better, I believe.
Or like, no, but then I said like last 10 years.
No,
last
it's
10
actually
years.
during the 20. It's actually during the 2012s, the 2010s that we've been.
Yeah, that they dominate.
Okay.
This
But my thing
decade
is,
they've been pretty much.
so when last did Madrid destroy Barca like 5-1,
Actually,
5-0,
last
5-0?
season.
Last season.
Last
4-1.
season they beat us 4-1.
They've never.
Forward.
In the Super Cup as well.
They haven't scored over 5 goals in a while. Well, I haven't scored over 4 goals, I should say.
Over
They've
4
scored
goals. You see, no, because the thing about this is that, again, Szczesny was paid. Because Szczesny got the memo. Guys, if Szczesny was not sent off, I'm actually truly afraid as to how bad this could have been.
I know, man.
Because this could have been really, really, really nasty. And it's like yes, that defense was trash. You should have had Fran Garcia in there, but I'm sorry. The ease with which this team cut through this team was absolutely insane. Nomad, we have to go to you. So we'll deal with Ancelotti after, but Nomad, your general reaction to what we just saw.
That we don't have a defense. We don't have a defense. Our defense can only perform against mid-attackers. We saw that against Barcelona, against AC Milan, against Liverpool. Any decent attackers can carve out our defense because Vasquez is not a defender. Tchouaméni is not a defender. Mendy, I don't consider him as a defender. Fran Garcia is not a starter. Rudiger gets caught out all by himself. So, Camavinga is an experience as an out-and-out number 6, all on his own. So the defensive part of the game gets exposed over and over against even like half-decent attackers. Like, you can't have a world-class attack and not have them, rely upon their own defense. Like, what are the attackers going to do? They need to keep tracking back and cover up for their defenders, mistakes. Like, defense starts from the back. So that's the thing. Like,
but why were Madrid trying to play a high line?
That's the biggest. What?
Why were you trying to play a high line?
Because Ancelotti perhaps forgot his meds. It happens. It happened against Atletico a bunch of times. It happened against those big fixtures at the start of the season. It happens. So, passport bro, I'm not a dog like you to bark. So shut the fuck up.
Oh wow.
But
okay.
This is on Ancelotti. Like, if it was me, I would have started Valverde at right back, Camavinga at left back, and started Asensio in the middle of the defense, Tchouaméni at his natural position as DM. So we'd have at least had a proper defensive setup. And, whatever happens. But there was no defense. Real Madrid had no defense. And against a team like Barcelona who have team chemistry, most importantly, that's the most important thing. You can't. And couple that with Hansi Flick's gameplay, it doesn't work out really that well. So you can do this against like mid or low level attackers in La Liga, or even in the Champions League. It hasn't worked out so well, right? In Copa del Rey against lower opposition, your half-ass defense can maybe work out once in a while, but against it's not. It's the biggest downfall of Real Madrid from last season has been the defense. It has been the defense because Real Madrid was the best defense
So you're
last
saying
season.
the Militao is a much bigger loss than we thought then? The loss of
Yes,
Militao.
of course, obviously. No, not just Militao. Like, how are you starting Tchouaméni over Asensio? You have Asensio. Like, Militao, sure, because he also has experience, right? But over Tchouaméni and Asensio. But you have Asensio. Why did you not start him? You could have started Valverde at right back. Like, what did Valverde really create in the attacking third as much?
So Sumia, talk to me. General thoughts, Sumia.
First up, Ajit, congratulations to Barcelona because they were money.
Yes.
So they literally ripped us apart, and we should have been down to 10 men because of Kamavinga.
Yes.
That should have been a second yellow. Uh, second of all, we got saved by the referee, because if that was not a red card, we don't know what would be the score line, because it could have been 8-2. It could have been 8-2. So that's the first thing.
8-1.
Second of all, 8-1. So at this point in time, first, I would go ahead and talk about the board. Who do you replace Nacho with? You talk about utility players. Nacho is the biggest utility player of Real Madrid. There will never ever be a Nacho again, because he could play left back, right back, and center defense, and that was the biggest miss. Lucas Vazquez is a fucking asshole,
Wow.
and he should have been sold 3 years back. So, and we'll talk about Ancelotti later on.
Yes.
So that's a different section. But
So basically, in general, the defense let you down, and it was the defense that
just
just
the defense.
The midfield was atrocious as well.
Yeah,
let's be honest.
Yes, I don't know whether you have whether you guys saw it or not. Bellingham was injured. Bellingham was not at his 100% because he was not.
Valverde too.
We did not see the normal Bellingham who would go up and down, box to box, would crunch into the tackles. He was injured. He had a muscle issue, and he still played. This was forced. Bellingham was forced into the team. So Bellingham was injured. Valverde, he should have played right back. Asensio, the biggest change, if you see in the second half, when Asensio came in, there was a bit of calm, not much, but a bit of calmness in the defense. And he's the type of defender who will go face to face. He will go in within the crunching tackles, not like that Huck 2, who is a son of a bitch, needs to be sold right away. So
it's been rough on Choman. Okay, so what's it called? Ricardo, so general thoughts before we go into specifics. Just general thoughts of the game, general reaction.
General thoughts. Okay, I mean, it was a great game for what it was. Obviously, it started off great. Mbappe, scores a goal right after a miss.
I mean, Ricardo, this should have been a different stream because I was when Mbappe scored, I was like,
thank God football.
I was like, Messi's dad is back. Messi's dad is back. Hey, because I thought it was Walk Up Mbappe.
Yeah, but then Mbappe's daddy showed up, so it is what it is. No, but I guess we're gonna just generally speaking, it was a fun game.
So I mean, did you expect Madrid to be that bad and for Barca to so easily put the ball over the top?
I didn't really watch. I only watched a little bit of the game against Bilbao, and I watched a little bit of the game against Mallorca. From what I've been told, some of my cousins who are Madrid fans, they've told me that they weren't confident going into this game because they struggled versus Mallorca. And yeah, they won 3-0, but 2 of those goals came late. So it's not a true reflection on how well they're playing. But you watch El Clasico long enough, you're a fan of both teams, or either team, sorry. You come to the conclusion that, Barcelona or Real Madrid can be on a 20-game win streak or a 20-game losing streak. When it comes to El Clasico, form goes out the window. I really didn't know who was going to win. I didn't even have a prediction. I just knew that either it's going to be a competitive fight or it was going to be a complete blowout. There's never really an in-between. Especially in the last 2 years, just haven't really.
I just didn't expect Madrid's defense to be just so trash. I think that Raphinha goal, I was like, that's for me. That I feel that was the turning point. Like the ease to which he got between Tchouaméni and Rudiger and got the header, I was like, okay, you know what, the game is done. To concede that kind of a goal at that moment, I was like, yeah, that was the moment that the game changed.
It was between Vazquez and Tchouaméni, not to Rudiger.
Vazquez and Tchouaméni, okay. Wait, but I swear Rudiger was... So that third goal, it was Vazquez and thingy?
Yeah,
it was Vazquez, okay.
That's what happens when your whole midfield is all...
You can it's almost like beating a dead horse. Like, we know Real Madrid's defense isn't good enough. Now, if we want to talk specifically about the defense was just entirely ass. I don't think Rudiger is getting enough flack for what he deserves, because in the goal that Lamine Yamal scored, like, is Rudiger playing as a free roam defender? Like, what the hell is he doing? He doesn't even pick up Lewandowski correctly. That's an easy through ball for Lewandowski. Lamine Yamal on transition, he's gonna easily beat the defenders that are left there, and he gets an easy goal. I don't think Rudiger has gotten any flack for that.
But then what's Rudiger supposed to do in that situation? Like, because if you go in tight and everything, because Yamal, he played it smart. So what you're trying to do is just make it as difficult as possible for him to get the shots inside.
If you're Rudiger, you shouldn't have left. First of all, Rudiger had a view that Lamine Yamal is already going to go 1-to-1 with Mendy. So why would you pull and try to press Lewandowski, knowing that you're going to leave a gap in behind? And I'm pretty sure these defenders know the deficiencies of their defensive partners. You cannot let Lamine Yamal, you can see him overlapping, and you're still going to commit to Lewandowski. When, mind you, he wasn't even that close to Lewandowski. And to be fair, you'd rather have Lewandowski in those half spaces, because we're talking about a 35, 36-year-old Lewandowski. He's not going to create in between the lines. Like, let's be honest. That was an easy through ball for him. So that was just very poor. He wasn't even close to intercepting the pass. He wasn't even close to Lewandowski. He just gave free space to Lamine Yamal, who's, bro, he's a left-footed right winger. Like, you can't give those guys a space. Tchouaméni, he isn't. I mean, he should have better defensive capabilities. He is a defensive midfielder, but he was terrible. Honestly, when it comes to Lucas Vazquez, I don't even see the point of criticizing. He's a right winger making way for a right back. Like, you kind of have to.
I say this. I get it. He's not first choice, and he's a guy. You see, I would accept criticism if, let's say, that's your but see, it's like Kyle Walker. You deserve all the abuse in the world because that is your natural position and you're trash. This guy is like, that's why I call him, he's a utility man where, okay, hey, look, I'm just stepping in. This is not my natural position, but I can play here. But this is not my natural position, so I'm just trying here to do a job. So if your team isn't structured well, of course they're going to target him. So if you don't help him or you don't have the proper defensive structure, then he's going to be exposed because that's not his natural position.
For sure. And even
that's what makes Ancelotti look worse, because how would you play somebody opposition and then play a center defensive mid as
True,
your
no,
center
okay,
back right
that's why I say, rather than blame Vazquez, blame Ancelotti for not putting a natural right back in there instead of Vazquez. So
the thing is, too, in the third goal, I mean, we can sit here and talk about how terrible Tchouaméni was and how bad Vazquez was. Bro, that pass by Koundé was world class. That was a world class pass. I'm sorry, you just have to give credit to that.
Yeah, I mean, see, that's cross and that's header.
Well, the header, yeah, I mean, Raphinha missed one earlier, but it is what it is. But the pass was just put on a plate for him. And like, look, firstly, for me, Madrid fans may see it differently because they like to blame Ancelotti for everything. And I'm not saying they're necessarily wrong, because I do think Ancelotti, he's loyal to a fault. Like, the guys he has the most confidence in, he just commits to them all the time. But I think, honestly, some fingers need to be pointed at Florentino Perez, because a lot of the times, I mean, he's already said this month that, like, we have sufficient quality defenders. I'm like, clearly you don't. This has been an ongoing thing. This isn't a reactionary take.
And also, I think I saw it was Sumi or someone who said, Real don't buy players in general. It's like, I don't care what Real do. Alaba is out. Well, he's only just coming back. So he's just coming back from a long-term injury. Militao is out. No, you need to get at least one defender in this window.
Yeah, and the thing is with Perez too, it's like, look, he's a phenomenal president. There's no denying that. But it's almost like he gets all these shiny new toys, and then Madrid fans eat it up. It's like, we got Mbappe, we got Jude Bellingham, we got this.
But you need depth.
But it's not even necessarily that. Like, there's no adequate squad building here. And then what does all the blame fall on? To Ancelotti. Like, there's no way you have a star-studded front line. Your midfield is great. I mean, I'm talking in terms of paper. But your defense is just lacking. Like, what are you waiting for? Saliba to run down his contract so you can keep playing the free game?
Yes.
And now with Trent, I'll be honest with you, I don't mind Real Madrid getting Trent. I think it will help him offensively. But obviously, there's a significant gap between Trent and Lucas Vazquez. But I don't think Trent is a significant. I don't think it's an upgrade on Carvajal. So,
okay, so let me bring in Barry. And we'll get into Chelsea a lot more afterwards and everything. So, Barry, just general thoughts of the game. General thoughts.
Yo,
yes,
this is what the kids call a belt to ass, and I blame Chesney a little bit because he ruined the generational whooping, but that's a story for another day. Yeah, definitely didn't see that coming. Like Ricardo, I didn't have a prediction. I just went to the game and said, I just hope for the best, maybe a win and just a good showing in general. And it was way better than I expected. Because when I'm watching Barcelona this season, one thing that I really don't like about us is how weak we are on the counter attack when we're being the victims of the counter attack. And I thought Real will be like the toughest team that we could play because if they can just time perfectly the runs, especially with the high line that we have, if Vinny and Mbappe can just combine very well and just find the right timing, that's where they could really hurt us. And they did on the first goal. It was quick. Mbappe showed his velocity, speed, did it what he's supposed to do. But yeah, I was definitely shocked by the amount of space Real Madrid left in that box. Like Courtois made some big saves in the beginning, but then there's so much you can do. Obviously, we'll get to some players specifically afterwards, but yeah, definitely surprised by the amount of space. And we've seen it before in La Liga, like the Raphinha, the third goal for Barcelona. It kind of reminded me of like the space they left in games like Vallecano, Valencia. Just the lack of awareness was pretty shocking. So yeah, definitely surprised, but when you have like the front line of Barcelona and how they've been playing this season, you can't let that happen because you're gonna pay it cash.
Kenny, talk to me.
Can I speak after
Yeah.
Ken?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like other people say, Stephanie probably definitely took that money, but the way it was going, he was not looking good. But like, at the end of the day, like I said, you can blame the manager, but like people said, like who else do you play beside Vasquez? And even Asensio, I like Asensio, but people saying that he stabilized the defense. Like when he came in, like he was playing 10 against 11, so it was way easier. Honestly, I don't.
So,
think
but
Asensio
I mean,
would
but
have changed.
so Kenny, like before the game, Asensio, Vasquez, who do you play there?
At right back.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't. Does Asensio play right back? I've seen him play centre back.
Yes.
I don't know if he can play.
Yes.
He can play right back.
Plays,
Yeah, obviously, yeah,
yes.
probably for more defensive solidity, you could have played. You could have played.
I mean,
right
because we'll get to Ancelotti when we into the section, but the issue, and Carlos is his issue always that he will always be loyal to older senior players. So he'll always go first to senior players with experience rather than just they may not have the experience, but this is just the right move. But he'll say no, he'll always go for experience because he's old school. So
Yeah, but honestly, I do think he could have done by adjusting that as of late. Like, it's been a bad matchup. The first game, similar this game. I do think that Ancelotti right now is struggling to like come up with a plan to counteract what Barcelona are doing, because today, like I said, they didn't even play as deep as they usually do against like teams like that and break them on the counter. They was like playing deep ball, like sometimes as well trying to press. It's like I don't know what they were trying to do, and they were every time Barcelona would cut them open so easily because you don't really press high, but you don't defend deep. So there was like so much space in the midfield. Camavinga and Valverde were overwhelmed every time. So I'm like, I didn't really get the strategy. That's why, yeah, we can blame Ancelotti. But honestly, on the defense, can he do like some of the players that
the defense was ass cheeks. Like they got spread.
Yeah, they got spread. But yeah, you have to give the Fleet credit. The past two, like I said, they've beat down Real Madrid twice right now. So whatever he's doing is working for him. Raphinha had another great game. The front line in general, even Araujo that was talking about leaving when he came in. Honestly,
he was very good when he came on.
Very good. Man, we can't lose him, man. He may be a bozo, but he's our bozo.
he was very good, and yeah, like whatever you might say, like obviously, we'll see if that's going to impact like the rest of the season in La Liga, but yeah, just think that as of now, like Flick has Ancelotti's number, so yeah, that's about it. And yeah, you definitely you need some quickly. You need some reinforcement. Like your defense.
No. Like Real Madrid, they would be stupid if they don't get defended at this window. They'd be stupid. You have to. Yeah. So I don't care that. We don't buy. I don't give a crap what you do or don't do. You need to defend at this window.
Closed. The window is already closed. We are not getting anyone.
What do you mean the window is already closed? It's 12th of January.
Yeah. It's the window is already closed for Real Madrid. Florentino has already said he is not buying any shit.
Then step into his office, put a gun to his head and say, yo, get someone because you need someone, okay? AK, talk to
Yeah,
me.
you can't put a gun to it. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm pissed, but I missed the Arsenal game and I had to watch this game. So I think what everybody said was pretty much correct. Like, I think it was a game of a really good attack versus a really bad defense,
Yes.
and you saw the result of it. So I thought, let me start with Barcelona. I thought attacking wise, they were fantastic. Raphinha, we're going to talk later about him, but he was man the match. He was man the match, deservedly so. Lamine Yamal also great goal. Lewandowski also was good today. In terms of Real Madrid, we're gonna get to that overrated Italian bum.
You see, I hate when guys do this.
AK woke up feeling dangerous, man. He was ready for that.
Well, we're gonna get to him, but let me first speak on the defense. HH is still a worse fullback pairing amongst like Europe's top teams than Real Madrid.
No.
I genuinely think like Chelsea's fullbacks are better than Madrid's. United's fullbacks are better than Madrid's.
Hold up. Wait, hold up. Are we repping Dalot, Diogo Dalot? Are we repping
Yes,
Diogo Dalot?
Dalot's better than Ferland Mendy.
I
played Dalot over Ferland.
Is he?
I don't think Mendy was that bad.
I'll play Dalot over Ferland.
No, I'm taking Mendy over Dalot. Now, I may take Dalot over Vasquez, but I'm taking Mendy. No, they're both bombs. I'm taking Mendy over Dalot. Diogo Dalot is
defensively. Mendy wasn't bad today.
For me, I take Mendy. I take Dalot over Mendy, but Mazraoui starts like hands down.
True. Okay.
So, bro, the problem here is the fullback pairing is not good enough. On top of that, you're playing a center CDM at center back. Like, the back line is all jumbled up, and on top of that, it's like, I know Florentino wants to play, the free transfer here. We let this guy run down on a free. Like, bro, you can't keep doing that all the time.
No.
You can't keep waiting.
They need to get someone this window. You
have to stack up at some point. Like, that Kusanov guy that went to Man City. Why couldn't he have come to Madrid this window?
He's taking advantage of Real Madrid's aura, man.
The free transfer, like, it's good for getting certain players for key positions that you need. Like an Mbappe, that was a free transfer that was needed because it's Kylian Mbappe. But you can't keep doing that. You need to, supply certain positions with some level of quality depth. And center back is that type of position where you're playing 90 minutes every single game, so there's a lot of wear and tear. So I don't know why this guy is not, spending money to get quality center backs in. And on top of that, the right back as well. There's no reason for your second choice right back to be Lucas Vazquez. Isn't there any guy in the academy? There has to be some guy on the streets of Madrid that can play right back.
AK. The best prospect of right back in academy who has been the top player in the UEFA Youth League is leaving the club and joining Como.
Como?
Yes.
Como?
Yes.
Hold on.
To be fair.
Yay!
So Lucas Vazquez forced a young prospect to go to Como.
Have you seen Como? Have you guys seen Como?
Yeah, nice.
Ricardo.
I think Sumia said it. Like,
they say the women are pretty.
Yeah, I think Sumia said it. They should have started Mendy and they should have started Camavinga left back and Valverde right back. The fact that your midfielders are better fullback options than your actual fullbacks, there's a problem. There's a big problem. Of course, we'll get to that dementia merchant Ancelotti who can't coach a defense or a cohesive press for his life. We'll get to that. But overall, bro, this result, it's shocking, but is it surprising? Like, bro, these guys haven't played well for the better part of 6 months now.
Yeah, but to get to beat them like this is crazy. Wait, hold on. Let me quickly get some debates, man. So, shout out to Subic. Thank you for the member for 11 months, man. Put a search warrant. Oh no, nobody's here. Nobody came, man. Shout out to
Bangladeshi.
Mahatma.
Okay. H.
Barry, you didn't have to laugh.
Oh my
No, come on, man.
That might have to be double the month, man.
No.
God, that's crazy.
One thing I want to say to Nomad, you talk about Bangladeshi, Bangladesh, all those things.
No, but it can't be
Talk
because
about-
Mahaba's not a real user. Nomad, put the knife down. Nomad, put the knife down. According to Gandhi.
No,
Nomad, you don't need to attack Gandhi. You don't need to attack Gandhi. Thank you.
At least
God.
I don't sleep with underage girls.
Oh my days.
There goes the monetization.
What? Boy, your stream is about to get
moving on swiftly.
You know his
swiftly.
club employed Benzema.
Moving on swiftly. Craven 18. Henri said it. Everyone in Europe fears Madrid, but Madrid fears Barca. This is fact. And Manzano once again saving them with the red from a bigger L. Okay, hold on.
we were playing against the referees, eh? I'm gonna make it very clear.
The referee had the
Spanish referees are normally asked.
He should have sent out Camavinga. Okay, I'll accept he didn't.
No, but I think he knew he messed up because he knew that first thing shouldn't have really been a foul because that's a sort of foul. But fair enough, you gave him a yellow, bro. That's the second yellow. But you know what it is? I like it. Guys, just unless it's a really bad foul, keep them.
You know what the problem is? It's a tactical foul. That's an automatic yellow. Okay, but I get it. It's the first half. You're getting your ass whooped already. You don't want to send them off. But you can't give them double jeopardy with the one on Vinicius. Like, you have to send one of them off. You can't do that.
True. Okay, so what's it? Madrid? Do Madrid fear Barca? Madrid don't fear Barca. No, I think Madrid respects Barca. I think both of them respect each other. There's a respect of both of them.
How can you fear someone who hasn't won a UCL in a decade? How can that happen? It's not possible.
Let's chill.
It's not possible.
Hold on, where is it? Dajo. Thank you for the dub, Dajo. We've been so lucky in La Liga. Our defense is ass cheeks. And that is supposed to be the only thing Carlo works on tactically. Madrid doesn't trust it. Wait, hold on.
Yeah, Dajo, speak on
Do we know for a fact Carlo works on defense in training?
He's literally said, I let the attack do what they want and I focus on the defensive organization.
That's a lie.
So the midfield is just a free-for-all, I guess.
That's a lie. Then he lied. Talents FC. True ass many and Cam Asvinga and Val Jesus. You're a midfield.
Bro, how do you
and people were surprised why Barca technically superior. Perez dementia. Okay, you know what? Talents.
Yeah.
The guy is
Cool.
Fucking Nigel Farage merchant.
Yeah, remember, guys, this is the active man.
Yes, Canadian dollars as well.
Ramer Suresh, we don't have a midfielder either. Current midfield can't keep possession even if their life depended on it. I guarantee you this game would be different with Kroos, Modric, and Casemiro.
Well, that's the problem with Ancelotti is that he has the talent, but he doesn't put them on the field together. It's like, you can't have these guys out there. There's no technically gifted guy that can combat
They don't have a Kroos, Modric, and Casemiro. So those guys
don't have that. But you have what Brahim has shown is that he can counter the press when you get the ball in the midfield. The problem all day today is, we can talk crap about the defense, but if the midfield can't control the ball off a press, then of course the defense is going to get shat on.
AJ, you know what's hilarious? Madrid fans, which is fine. You gotta stick loyal to your own. They love to shit on Pedri, but they can definitely use someone like Pedri in their midfield right now.
That's no. Look, okay. Nomad, lie to me and tell me that you wouldn't want Pedri in this main midfield.
I would have taken Ceballos as a starter. Why didn't he start?
Thank you.
We're not going to go to Pedri.
You see what I mean?
Wait, okay, no, hold up. So, Nomad, you'd take Ceballos over Pedri. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
No. As a starter.
But my question is, would you take Pedri at Real Madrid if he was available? Would you take him?
Of course.
Good, thank you.
Yes.
Talents FC. Been saying True As Many's Limited since 2022. #hold. Thank you for that, Talents FC, man. Thank you.
You have won international trophies. Shut the fuck up.
You haven't been saying that. Oh, damn. Ajuj, it's not defense. Real couldn't score 2 goals playing one man up for 40 minutes. Also, Lewandowski was huge. Assist to Yamal. Pen, press before Raphinha goal. Okay, we're not giving him props for the penalty. Let's not do that. So are we saying that? Are we disappointed that Real did not score more or do more when they
it's not-
have
They
it's
were
more
not
money.
scared. They were scared of
not
getting
even-
their defense exposed even more. They were scared.
It's not even scoring. Like, did they
Yeah.
really created any chance? Like, let's be real.
Yeah, let's be real. Because
Like,
barely.
after the red card, the only chance they created after the Rodrigo free kick goal was when Bellingham kind of messed up the shot that Mbappe created, and then obviously Mbappe.
Yeah, no. Look,
was like the main
Araujo
minute
was
mark.
big. Araujo was big. Shout out to Dadri again. Ref was a bit kind to us, not gonna lie. People are saying Paris is in its diversity hiring era, not stressing though. Watch Atleti through the league. Oh wow. Thank you for that, Dajo.
Perez is like that
Craven
for-
Wait,
18.
did Atleti win?
Yeah, they won today.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
okay.
they're.
they
Oh,
won
no,
one.
they won today.
Yeah, they
I
won
think
one.
they're like
Alvarez scored.
Oh, Osasuna.
Yeah.
Wow.
they're like
Julian.
14 games undefeated now.
Guys, I told you Alvarez would go. Remember who said Alvarez would go?
No,
I said
you
Alvarez
did
would
not.
go.
No, you did not.
Wait, we need some receipts, man. We need some receipts. We need some proof.
Shout out to Craven 18. I told you Lucas Vasquez is Madrid's Sergio Roberto.
Respect Sergio Roberto.
No,
Sergio
no, he's
Roberto
not.
is better
no,
defensively
no,
than
he's not.
Vasquez, man.
Sergio Roberto has done only did one thing, and let's be real, that was all
No, he did
Neymar's
two.
work.
He did two.
What,
He did two.
what was
He
the
did
second
two,
thing he
yeah.
did?
The Messi's 3-2. He carried the ball like the entire field.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Wow. Wow.
It helped for an iconic moment.
Bro, he
man.
dodged like 3 defenders because they couldn't bring him down.
Okay, moving on swiftly. Q says Umbepal on a good day still outshone by braces.
Nah, come on, man.
I have
No,
to give
no,
him
no,
Mbappe.
no.
He was
He
injured.
no.
Let's be real, he was injured.
No,
Better
he
than
wasn't.
injured.
No. Honestly,
injured. He was decent.
He had
Okay,
decent moments.
No, he
Yeah,
was
decent
decent.
moment.
Let's not
Yeah,
make it
very
seem
good.
like he
And,
was
and, guys, okay,
world-class
because
game.
like I know this was a long time ago. That was a great goal, though. That was a great goal.
Yeah, it was.
I ain't gonna lie,
Like you saw,
Bellingham
you saw flashes of that WC. You saw flashes of that WC.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, move on, man, move on.
Bellingham
Yeah, it's
Bellingham
alright.
messed up a great highlight. I ain't gonna lie. That little roulette there in the back heel.
Yeah.
Vinny was
Wait,
invisible.
wait, hold on, Kenny. Sorry, wait, hold on, Kenny. You're saying Yamal outshone Jude? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Of
Oh,
course.
that's routine. That's
Now the
routine,
real
baby.
one is
Wait,
Vinny, man.
relax. Shout out to the Homelander. Problem is the defensive system. You defend from the front. True, but also have a good defensive line. Mark your man. Good positional play. Anticipate. Those are simple things, but shout out to Homelander, man. Craven 18. Yamal's his daddy on club level and international 3. Is it 3-0?
Yeah, two
He hasn't been him. Yeah,
class.
Wait, hold on. Has he scored in all 3 games against Mbappe?
yeah.
It's not 3-0,
Yes,
bro.
yes,
Mbappe scored a brace
3-1,
versus Barcelona
3-1,
and they got knocked out.
3-1.
It's 3-1. It's 3-1.
No, that PSG game doesn't count, man, because that was the 2
Yeah.
jammy ass goals at the end of the game.
No. He lost 2-1.
Wait.
yeah,
That PSG game, okay, it counts. It counts. Of course, because it's
10 men tax. 10 men tax. 10 men tax. It was 10 men tax.
It counts. And
It's
Obama got
10.
that clutch goal at the end. Obama got the clutch goal at the end. It counts. 3-1.
What a clutch goal! They were already winning with 10 men.
It
Yeah,
was
they
it was
already
the sell of the day. It was the sell of the day. It was a Calmo goal. It was a Calmo goal. It was a Calmo goal.
Shameless. That was a
3-1,
Rahul
3-1.
tax. A Rahul tax. on
3-1.
that.
Yeah, it still counts. Time to tell you, don't worry, Rudiger will do a slight tackle versus Leganes or Salzburg and gets best centre back in the world shouted by LL. Because that ball clan watches Twitter for the. No, I don't. You bum ass prick, man. Fuck you, man. Oops.
Oh, wait, Lamine scored that game too, by the way, so it's 4-1 actually.
The Don, member for 14 months. Everyone besides Mbappe was ass. Carlo got to go. Well, we're going to get to Carlo and whether he actually has to be sacked. Ramesh Suresh, something wrong with Vinny. He's
Yeah, he couldn't crash out today. That's what happened.
That day when I said
okay. Let me just
Thinking
send
about
out
that
the
Saudi
thing.
Yo,
money.
SJ Cook.
Is Vinny on a bit of a lately, or are we reading too much into it, or is it just a bad patch?
Nah,
He's back to his good Vinny, bad Vinny days.
Wait, hold on. Good Vinny, bad Vinny?
Nah, bro.
I thought he left that era, bro.
I think it's
No, he's
bad.
back. He's
Bro,
back.
I think
back to his favela.
Kunde and Araujo just locked them up. That's all it was. That's all it was.
Yeah, that's a bad patch. Man.
Ricardo, he has been locked up by any of the La Liga defenders right now. That piece of shit has gone back to his favelas.
Talent FC. Mbappe met the African Robin and got 3 L's. Hashtag who's my daddy. Talent FC, you're a moron, man. Moving on swiftly. Okay, Kenny, just don't. Rodney Antoine. I feel like me and you guys are being too lenient on Real. Sorry for my language before. Send Send Ingo the F.
In God, if this was a BDSM film or something, I don't know.
Oh, this was a BD. Well, it would have been BDSM if Chesney didn't take the payments from Paris. But once Chesney did that foul and was 10, because guys, if it was 11-11, I was generally worried as to how that game was going to end.
Nah,
I
they
was
would
genuinely
have
worried.
been Jackie Chan.
Yeah,
man.
because
Emergency hangout mid game.
I'm saying Tchouameni is still looking for Raphinha because Tchouameni got 10.
Wait, hold on, Patricio. As soon as Raphinha scored that third goal, I switched to watching the NFL playoffs. Asquez and Hoctua in defense is suicide. Come on, Asquez is crazy, bro.
Wait, by the way, I have a request for you, Chich.
What's the Barry?
Do not talk about Lamar Jackson.
I will not. I will not. My lips are sealed. I'll not do anything.
This is the legacy season, man. This is the legacy season, man.
All right, so guys. So, Ricardo, is your mic okay there? And I'll come to you, Eddie, and other guys are not spoken. Yes. All right, here's the thing. Now, I want people to know this because there's digital footprint. I always rated Raphinha.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Can I land? Can I land? Now, I said Raphinha wasn't a Rivaldo or Nazario, but he's still a great player in his own rights and deserves the captain's armband. So I'm not surprised by his form right now. But is this just good form, or do we need to appreciate that this guy is actually an amazing player? Because those are two very different things. You could have a mid player on great form, or no, this is actually a great player in great form. So, Ricardo, taking off your biased Catalonian hat, take off your Catalonian hat off right now and put on your football hat.
Right. It's off.
So, put on your football hat. Is this a great player on great form or a mid player in great form?
No, he's a good player. He's a good player. Let's be honest.
But not so it's a good, but not great.
I need to see this. If he does this for the next 2 seasons, then we can put the great tag on him. I think he's good. I think he has moments where he shows his greatness, like we've seen in the first Clasico, we've seen against Bayern Munich over the first half of the season. Tonight again, typically in games of this magnitude, you miss that first chance that you should have scored, you shrink the rest of the game. But that hasn't been the case with Raphinha. This season. He just keeps it pushing. And to be fair, it's not really just this season. The second half of last season, he was phenomenal as well. Obviously, the team let him down. We obviously saw what happened against PSG. He was great. And he's just been getting better and better and better. And it seems like under Hansi Flick is somebody who knows how to maximize him. Look, he's a GA magnet. It is what it is. But at the end of the day, what's the name of the game? Put the ball at the back of the net, and that's what he does best.
And to be effective.
And that's exactly what he is. He gets into great positions. He makes the right pass. And to be fair, this has been an improvement in his game because when he first was at Barcelona, maybe it could be a Xavi tax, I don't know, but he couldn't beat a defender 1-on-1. He was crossing. He was spam crossing.
So is this maybe what Flick is doing in training? Because this looks like a considerably better player than the guy saw under Xavi. There is a market improvement, and it has to be coaching.
No, it's all this. Everything that's happened to Barcelona this season, it has been strictly down to coaching because, for one, I think Flick has implemented a style of game that reflects better on its players rather than what Xavi had. I think Xavi kind of had to work with more restrictions than what Flick has, but Flick has a higher pedigree, so you can kind of give him that. But it's not just Raphinha. He's taken Lamine to another level. He's revived Lewandowski, and I got to give credit to Lewandowski because he's been absolute dog shit the last 2.5 months. But today he was actually very good. To be fair, Gavi he's recovered very well. He's looked like he's back, but I'm not surprised. He's mentally very strong. And if you were to ask every Barcelona fan in August, which player are you most excited about working under Flick? Bro, to me, it was Gavi. It was very easy. And Gavi has been phenomenal. Also, we have to give him credit for Pedri. Bro, Pedri has been fit. That alone has one big credit. So what's going on with Raphinha, it shouldn't be a surprise because him getting better, the signs were already there. And that's not even to get to underplay what Flick has done with the youth players as well. Casa, though, Bernal unfortunately got injured, but the trust he has in these players, And bro, it's really all down to coaching. But Raphinha, in his own right, he has been great. He's shown promise when he was at Leeds. Maybe he's not your typical.
So what is his ceiling? Is there another level he can go? Can he be like, oh, this cannot truly be an outstanding star, or this is his ceiling where he could just be really in really good form, really effective, but he could never be in best in the world conversations.
What's his ceiling? Well, he is in the prime of his career. He's 27, so
yes,
these are his best years. If he can maintain this, if he can give you somewhere between 30 to 40 goal contributions over the course of a season, I think that makes him a very, very good player. And
it's 28.
28. Okay, so I mean, he's maybe got to 30, maybe 31 because players are lasting a little longer. Who knows? But at the end of the day, like, he's doing his job. I don't think anybody will ever revere him to the likes of Lamine. He's gonna be one of those underappreciated players that ends up at Barcelona. But if he keeps doing what he's doing, I think he can manage 30 to 40 goals and assists, assuming he's healthy.
Okay, so is he like a Pedro?
Yes. Yeah, that's a good comparison because Pedro was
very good. Just that he played next to Messi and David Villa, and he never was really fully appreciated.
I think that's a valid comparison. I do think Raphinha is a better player, but that I think maybe you can argue Pedro was more consistent and more versatile as a forward. But yeah, but contributions are there.
But I think though, because this team doesn't have David Villa and Messi or Iniesta, I do think that even if they're in the same realm of underappreciation, I think Raphinha will be appreciated more because he can stand out more in this team than Pedro standing out in that team.
Yeah, that's true too. But I also think that Raphinha definitely has an affinity with Barcelona because with the fans, especially the fans really love him. Like, I don't think at any point of Pedro's career he was revered to the level that Raphinha is. And to be fair, Raphinha has captain quality. We've seen that stint when he was given the captain's armband. He just went crazy.
So real quick, because I'm just looking at what the streets are saying. Pedro or Raphinha, or should we wait until Raphinha reaches his peak? Or if this is Raphinha's peak, Pedro or Raphinha?
I think if
Pedro.
we're talking about the individual quality, I do think that Raphinha is the better player. I think it's safer to say when Raphinha's career, his career at Barcelona is over. It's just that Pedro, he is an academy player. He was very consistent, and he also played under Pep Guardiola. Like, it's kind of hard. Like, I understand if people say Pedro's better, but I think when you're comparing players, you have to judge them individual wise. And I think Raphinha on his standalone as himself, I think he is a better player. But maybe Pedro is probably more adaptable. Maybe he's just a better squad player. But I think one-on-one, Raphinha is the better player.
Yeah, because my thing though is, okay, like maybe when Pedro moved to Chelsea, or he probably wasn't at his peak. I still you look at what Raphinha did at Leeds. Could Pedro have done that at Leeds? That's my thing. I think Raphinha is a guy who, and I think even AK even raises this point. I think Raphinha is a bigger floor raiser than Pedro is. So you can take Raphinha into an average team and he can really stand out and really help that team more so than Pedro. But you put Pedro in like a really good team, he can really help to even further elevate a already really good team. So it's a tricky one.
You're doing tricks with it. I don't think it's even close.
Wait, hold on. So let me come to Eddie, and then Eddie, so talk to me. Raphinha, thoughts on Raphinha?
No, I think he's having a really good season. I didn't really rate him much, just because I'm a Madridista. So for me, it's like whatever, But at the end of the day, I think this season, I think he's having a criminally underrated season. If you look at some of the missed chances that some of his teammates have had with him creating plays and all that, creating chances. So I think he's having a really good season. I think he's probably, like as we all said, in his prime right now. I think it'll take time to really just say, hey, like comparing him to Pedro, I think is difficult because, Pedro's done and all that. And we don't know what Raphinha's legacy is going to be at Barcelona, but he definitely is getting outshined by, Lamine Yamal and the Lewandowski's the guy up front with what Flick's done. I think it's a really good indictment on what Flick has done too as well.
Yamal is the superstar, so obviously he'll outshine him. Is Lewandowski outshining Raphinha? I don't think so. No, I think
No.
if you look at that attack unit, guys say, "Oh, Yamal." Then after Yamal, they'll go to Raphinha. And dare I say, in terms of goals and assists, I think Raphinha has been, especially with Yamal's injury, Raphinha has probably been the most
More
consistent and
productive,
dependable
right?
attacker
Yeah.
than anyone.
Rafinha has been our most important attacker this season,
Especially as your
Yes.
captain too. It's crazy to see that he's taken on the captain armband for Barcelona, and each game he's delivering to some capacity. So we don't know where the ceiling's going to go because it could easily go downhill from here after this season. It could be and it depends on what Barca does at the marketplace. Do you think you go after a left winger that you may believe is better, and then just have Raphinha be a bench player? I mean, you never know. It really depends.
What's it called? Let me come to your boy Zeman. Talk to me. Raphinha.
I think this whole Pedro comparison is lunacy. I think you guys are getting caught up in the moment. I think Raphinha has been wonderful, but again, even if you want to say that Pedro was surrounded by your David Villas, your Messis,
under Pep Guardiola in Excel's team as well.
Yeah. But again, I don't think Raphinha would shine as much if he was surrounded by those guys. I mean, those guys would definitely outshine him as well, and he would.
Okay. Pedro in this team. How does it look? Pedro in this team.
I think he would be one of our best attackers, if not.
Would he be as effective as Raphinha? Would he be doing what Raphinha is doing?
Yes, because this is a guy. This is a guy that's also good off the ball. That's something that he was notoriously known for. This is a guy that I believe that's a better dribbler than him. This is a guy that I do believe that he has finishing qualities in him. If you give him a system like this to operate on, I do think that he would operate efficiently in those type of situations. But again, I'm not here to disrespect Raphinha by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah, no. This is about praise. It's about praise. It's about praise over Raphinha.
Yeah. So coming from it, I do think Raphinha is has been sensational so far, and he has been in terms of clinical finishing. It's just sometimes when this guy isn't finishing, when this guy isn't making those type of runs, he does kind of get annoying to a certain extent. But with him this season, he's been on fire. And I think Hansi Flick's system really does suit him in terms of creating those type of spaces, in terms of playing direct football. I do think that suits him more so than trying to make him into every time, even against Atletico, when we try to make him play that right-hand side, that's just not him. He just doesn't have the creative spark. He doesn't have the patience of Yamal. He doesn't have the vision of Yamal. He's more like from a creative standpoint, I would say he's like a winger version of Bruno Fernandes, where he's just like every time high volume. He'll keep trying until he gets to until he creates those chances in those moments. But
so is Raphinha world class? Is he world class? Is it the best player? Is he one of the best players in this position in the world?
Currently, right now, yeah, you could say that because he has 30 GA. I wouldn't say he's necessarily the best player in his position. I still think, even though Vinny, he did have a poor game, I still think Vinny is a better player than him. I still think players like Yamal are better players than him. But just in terms of strictly numbers, you're trying to use numbers as an argument, then I could see why you would say he's the best player in the world, or at least one of the best players in the world, much like Salah. But can I talk about the game? Can I just give?
So does anyone else have any thoughts on Raphinha? Any other thoughts on Raphinha? Okay, real quick, and then I'll come back to Zeman for the game. So Zeman, Ekid, and come to you. Sorry, Kenny, Ekid, and back to you, Zeman for the game. So Kenny, Raphinha.
Yeah. No, the guy has been great this season.
Is he world class? Would he take him at Chelsea?
No, he's not world class. No, I'm not.
Oh, he's not world class.
No. For me, a guy like Saka. If I say Saka is not world class, I can't put Raphinha in that category. He's not done it long enough like that for me to be like, yeah, he's world class. This is actually like his first season where he's actually putting up numbers and how do you call it? You watch it and the numbers are as well there. So I'm not putting him world class yet. I need to see more. But yeah, definitely Rana is on his way there. The way he's performing internationally as well, he's showing up for his international team as well, which helps.
Yeah.
And you have to give him credit because the first season at Barca was tough, and obviously at that time when they bought him for quite a lot of money. So no, the guy right now is showing what
Do
he's capable of.
you think he'll be up? Do you think he's appreciated enough beyond just Barca fans? Do you think people outside of Barca appreciate him?
Yeah, I think so. I think that this season, especially because, like I said, you've seen him in the Champions League. He's shown up against that Bayern Munich game, even in Classicals, the two Classicals. He showed up. So yeah, I think now, yeah, probably not. Maybe not like people said. Second half of last season it was decent, but this season, yeah, definitely. There's a reason why I think people call them like the best attacking trio per se this season, and he's part of that. So no, you have to give him his respect.
They call them MSN 2.0. AK, what were you saying?
Yeah, man. I just got a free lunch, man. Shout out to them, man.
Free lunch? Wait, hold up. Free lunch from who?
Nah, they were just. I was just at the at my university community center, and they're giving out free lunches, like free.
What's
turkey.
in the lunch? What's in the lunch?
Turkey sandwich, some chips, and a brownie. But I got it for free, man. Shout out to them.
Hey, free food. You can't say no to free food. Just make sure that it's not poison. But continue, go for it.
Yeah. I think I wouldn't say it's world class because I needed. For me, world class, you have to do it for 3-4 seasons, and then I can anoint you with that title. But he's definitely showing form that is amongst the best players in the world at the moment. I think he's
been super effective. Effective.
His creation levels are up. His scoring levels are up. He's assisting at a high rate, and he's being very efficient. And I've seen on Twitter, people have said that Barca are buying a left winger. I think a left winger and him could coexist. I mean, I could see Raphinha play number 10 for this team.
So basically, you think Rashford can help this team with Raphinha in there?
Rashford, no, just a better left winger.
Okay.
Maybe someone like a Rafael Leao or a Nico Williams.
Man, we're cooking.
You're not getting Leao in January. So
you aren't getting
relax.
shit. Okay, you lost a one-man horse race to.
You're not getting. We have more of a chance of getting Leao than you guys.
No,
we
you
have
don't.
way more.
Let's be honest.
We have way more. Okay, it's called the bridge for a reason.
Have
bro.
fun developing Esteval. He's coming up.
Yes.
Yeah.
We are developing the next world-class player. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. He's gonna spend his prime at Barca.
Yeah, I think on your other question of like, do people appreciate him enough? Funny enough, like yesterday I was having an argument on Twitter with a guy who said that if Jared Bowen went to Barcelona, he'd be just as good as Raphinha, which yeah. So you do have people saying that. So I don't think he does get his of respect from some people, especially now. But bro, I mean, you were calling him a fake Brazilian.
I never called him a fake Brazilian.
Yes,
Speak on it.
I never called him a fake Brazilian. I was the only guy who defended him. When guys like Zeman said that Raphinha was born on a plane and that's how he's Brazilian. I was saying to Zeman, do you know how disrespectful that is? That this guy's going to cook. So
HH said he was Bengali, by the way.
It was you.
I never said that.
I remember. I think it was you and
shout out to Bengal Betis, by the way. Really good takeaway.
But overall, I think he's been playing at a level amongst the best in the world. If he can continue it.
So is he world? So you're saying that he's not world class, but he's playing on a world class level?
Yes. I mean, because he's only shown this form for like half a season so far. He has to show it for. I consider if you show this level of form for 3 seasons and win trophies to like help your team win trophies, I'll put you in the world class category. And until Raphinha does that, I can't put him in that level yet.
By the way, when I said listen, what I meant by like Vinny Yamal, I think they're better players than him. But if you're saying Raphinha's having a better season, then I completely see the argument because he does has 30 GA if you're going based off GA and if you're going based off impact.
So Ziman, we have to cook Ancelotti soon. So quickly, your roundup of the game.
Yeah,
2 minutes and then I'll cut your mic off after 2 minutes.
All right, then I want to say shout out to Raphinha. I thought he had an amazing game, even though that Trivella didn't work out for him when we conceded that goal. But aside from that, I thought he was one of our best players on the field. Casado started a little bit slow, but then he got into it, and I felt like some of the fouls calling him was undeserved to a certain extent. I thought Gavi had a really good game. Again, I thought Raphinha was one of our best players on the field, just in terms of being effective and making those type of runs. Balde bounced back after that Mbappe goal. But again, Vinny was non-existent that game, and I thought Araujo really had an impact. And for me, it's just like there's a part of me that doesn't want him to go and at least keep him until the end of the season, because for me, again, he's still one of our best center backs, and he did make a difference just in terms of giving us that physicality in the counter and being able to handle players that have that raw pace. Kubarsi had a really good game. He's shown his maturity. I also want to say that the likes of Koundé, I thought Koundé had a good defensive game.
That was an outstanding cross
Clutch.
for Raphinha. Outstanding cross.
Yeah, outstanding cross, and also clutch tackle when Bellingham was 1v1 against the
Yes.
So credit where it's due. I thought this team showed maturity for a young squad, and when it comes to Madrid, there's a lot of things that I could say, but are we? Did you guys already talk about Madrid, or are we guys just?
No. So like, we're gonna get into. I'm gonna get into Ancelotti right now. So hold on. Let me go to Dubinsky's. So shout out to Badass Omelets. Pedri dunked on Nomad again. Bellingham or Pedri today? Nomad.
You must either give me GA or defensive work rate. You can't be a passenger. I'm sorry. Bellingham or Pedri, always and forever.
Okay.
Ramesh
Suresh. Who can Madrid realistically target in the market? Someone who can defend. Hold on.
Why don't you get that Kusanov guy, man?
Real Madrid have Aura, man.
Well, Aura's not going to help you. Just
okay. Kusanov too ugly for Real Madrid.
When they link with Laporte, they clearly want to send it because they wanted to buy.
Wait, hold on. Laporte is still relevant to 25. Hasn't he been playing in Saudi?
Best center back in the Euros, by the way.
Laporte is better than all the center backs probably.
Pocketed Mbappe, don't forget.
All right, Garthlock, I'm not reading this fully out. This channel is weird. You awfully call Ancelotti a dementia merchant, but restrict calling someone an RATARD when dementia is just old people RET. Actually, no. I'm gonna drop a book. Garthlock, don't try and get clever. Don't try and get clever. Yes, it's
a condition.
Hold up.
RETARD is not a condition.
Sumi, as a mic
RETARDation is also a disease.
Sumi, as a mic walker there. Sumi, as a mic walking there.
Wait, what's the problem with saying that term? It's not like
exactly.
Yeah, Zimman, thank you, Zimman. So Sumi, here's the thing. I'm going to ask you a very simple question, and I want you to think.
Can I ask after?
It's okay. So Sumi, I'm going to ask you, and I want you to think very long and hard. I want you to think very long and hard before you answer this question. Do you want Carlo Ancelotti to be sacked as of right now? Or...
Yes.
Oh.
You know, HH, I'll tell you something. It's not over. This chaos is not over. Just wait for a couple of days once the team is back in Madrid. I don't know why I'm looking at Zinedine Zidane coming back.
Oh, come on. What? Again?
Listen, it's just a sad reality is that, like, this game that happened, I'm like, yes, let's sack Ancelotti, but the reality is who would even come in, especially when you're still...
You want to bring back Zidane again?
Liga. You still have La Liga. You still have the Champions
League. Wait, hold on.
The third time.
Like, Kenny, what are these guys talking about? Zidane again, like, I think Zidane needs to chill.
Let him go, man. Let him go.
Okay, so wait, guys, hold up. So Okay. So here you go. Barca are third, 38 points. Real are second, 43 points. Atleti first, 44 points. And everybody has played 19 games. The league is very much alive, and you are obviously going to go through to the UCL. Okay, you lost the Spanish Super Cup. Why the panic? This was a really bad day. a really bad day. But all is not lost.
HH,
all have bad
you know
days.
why?
We all have bad
Because
days, man.
this falls into the Ancelotti pattern. You win a Champions League La Liga, you flop the next season. You win a Champions League La Liga, you flop the next season. You win a Champions League La Liga, where are we right now?
To be fair, that's
The,
really
the,
good if
se-
you put it
the
in
Yeah, that's
that
really
season.
good. Like, I don't, you
I
know,
know you
Champions
grind
League, La
about it. That's
Liga,
really
like
good.
performance.
Listen.
I
Yeah,
think
right.
my
But
club
that
would
means
use
that,
skill.
that means that next
Not
year.
for Real Madrid. Not for Real
Hey,
Madrid.
look, at least it's because with you. Okay, wait, hold on. Let's Sumia go, and I'll come to you, Eddie, afterwards. Sumia, go for it. Sumia.
So last time this happened again. So I think Rafa Benitez was the manager when we were this poor. So it was the call of Perez. And this has happened twice this season, where we have lost 4-0 to Barcelona. And again, Perez, what Perez has done, and if he is true to his words, then Ancelotti is getting the sack in the next couple of days. And again, Perez in the next couple of days. And again, Perez will turn back to Zidane, which has been always the case. Right now, see, I don't have an issue with Ancelotti being the coach, but he needs to change his ways. That is the biggest challenge with Ancelotti right now, because he is so adamant that he will keep playing Lucas Vazquez because he has been at the club for such a long time. He will keep doing the same bullshit every time. That cannot continue. That cannot continue now. It has been. We lost 4-0. Okay. We understand the team was tired. He said, we will work on it. When Ancelotti came in, the first season I'm talking about, the first season, what did he say? That our team doesn't have the legs, so we will play a low block. Why the fuck you are playing a high line when you knew that your defense was bad in the first game? Why didn't you play a low block? Why can't you play a low block and hit them on counter?
That would be the idea. And I remember you're playing a team with a very high line, and it seems that Barca have lost to our guys who counter them and expose their high line.
So why can't you play a low block? You were talking about like Carlo talked about, that this team doesn't have legs, and we have Vinicius, Rodrigo, Benzema, who are one of the three. Not Benzema, at least Rodrigo and Vini are good on transition. They are fast. They are very fast players. Now you have Mbappe along with that. Why the fuck are you playing a high line? You play a low block, you hit them on the counter. So this guy has lost his own defensive capabilities or tactical knowledge.
So but okay, I get that, and this is all true. But isn't this still very reactionary when you are still in the UCL? You're only 1 point off the top of the table. You see, if let's say you had 5 or 6 points,
2014, 15, exactly how that happened. We were ahead in La Liga, everything was looking great, and then guess what happened? We fall apart at the end, and this is it. It's sadly, I've seen enough Madrid football to know it's the inevitability that this is the Ancelotti way. This is what happens.
People said that at the beginning. People said that at the beginning of the season it was a mess, and then you came back up. Like, you guys need to chill, man.
I think it's being so reactionary.
No, it's not reactionary. It's not reactionary. Because we've
been here before.
We have seen this picture. We have been in the cinema a lot of times. This is going to happen. If you know Perez, if you have watched how Perez work, this is gonna happen in the next couple of days, max 1 week, where we see Comunicado Oficial, where Ancelotti has been sacked and Zinedine Zidane is back at the helm, because that is our precedent.
So if let's say Zidane is hard, you would be happy. You believe that Zidane will make things better.
I don't give a way back in one of the streams I have told you I have already forfeited this season.
What? Wait. Okay. You know, maybe I'm confused. Wait, Kenny, I don't know. Like, am I in the Twilight Zone? You are 1 point off the top. 1 point. This same Premier League, you are 1 point off top of the table. All games equal. Atletico don't have
Yeah,
a
you
game
can
in
still
hand.
win the treble, man. You can still win the treble.
I'm
Okay,
sorry for
okay, okay.
forfeiting a season.
Let me
Like,
give
this
you a
is
reality
crazy.
check.
Wait.
Let me-
How are you forfeiting the
let me
season
talk
when you're
about the
1 point
reality.
off?
Okay, let me talk about the reality, HH. Lucas Vasquez is still going to play the right back because Florentino Perez is not going to buy anyone in January. So you are telling me that we are just 1 point off, and with Florentino Perez not buying anyone in the month of January, we will have to keep on playing Lucas Vasquez at right back. We have to keep doing keep playing Hawk 2 in the defense. We have to play Falan Mendy as a left back.
I think so. So you're saying that are you saying that after this game, which truly badly exposed Vasquez and the defense, Carlo Ancelotti, with all his experience, will be like, "Nah, man, I'm still going to be stubborn and double them Lucas Vasquez." Sure, because this was a blessing in disguise. Because yes, it's a final, but it is a Spanish Super Cup final, which isn't like a UCL final. So it's good that this happened. You got exposed badly in the biggest way. So put it this way. Sumia, I will be on your side if Carlo still persists after what happened today. I can't call for his sacking when he just got exposed like this today. What you need to do, okay, if he still plays Lucas Vasquez and Hawk Chua in defense, all right, you got me. This guy maybe does have a bit of mental abuse.
Okay.
We're talking about a glorified community shield. You guys are losing your head. Like, this is crazy.
It's not about
and it's in Saudi Arabia as well. So,
it's not about this match. It has been happening for the
entire season.
The entire season. It is not about just this match. You are just talking about the reaction on this match. I'm not talking about the reaction about this match. It has been a consistent problem for the whole season till now. Can we guarantee that we are beating Brest in France when we go in France to play the Champions League match? Can we guarantee it right now with this kind of defense?
It's cleavage FC, man.
You should.
No,
I'll put my name. No, it'll be tricky, but
you guys are getting some defenders back. This last season, you guys have similar injuries with defense, and you still find a way through.
Can I speak on my?
Bellingham,
Can I
speak on my favorite rivals?
Hold on. Sumia, and then Eddie, and then Ake, and then Ricardo. Sumia, go for it.
First, last season we had Carvajal. Okay. The biggest problem this season has been our right back. Tchouaméni and Rudiger were there in the defense. That's okay. But we had Carvajal last season. And that is the biggest issue which we are facing. Last year, Mendy was good. I will not say great. He was good. Mendy has fell off. Fran Garcia is not consistent. Right? And the biggest difference from last season is Cruz used to go ahead and fall back in the defense and make it a defensive 3. He was the ball playing center back. He was between Tchouaméni and Rudiger. That was the three-man defense which we were playing. So Cruz was always available with the defense. We don't have anyone like that right now. So don't compare this season to last season because we don't have those personnel. And last year, moreover, we had Nacho in defense. Remember the draw against Manchester City where Nacho played?
Yes, hold on.
Yeah, but also,
Eddie, stop it. So Eddie, are you with Sumia in that it's time for Carlos to go now? Do you agree with Sumia?
This is the problem. Is in hindsight, yeah, I'd like Ancelotti to get sacked because I want immediate change now. But there's nobody on the market right now. And Zidane, yeah, that would be crazy if he came in. But who's on the market right now to come in and replace Ancelotti in a season that is still winning?
And you can't go for Zidane again, bro. Because are you sure that Zidane with his team is going to cook?
Oh well, this is the thing. Is I think he could cook, but the thing is that I just don't realistically see that as a problem, especially with the 2026 French team that can be his team after the World Cup. So I don't know if he's going to want to just jump in and do that right now. My problem is that every game you see, it's the same thing, same story. And what I think Ricardo said earlier about, it's a bigger issue because Florentino's probably behind Ancelotti saying you need to play the 4-3-3 and play Rodrigo, Vinny, and Mbappe in the front and make it work. When Last year, we never played that formation. Last year, our best formation was the 4-2-1-2-1-2, and you had additional support in the midfield. You had Bellingham to roam free and do his thing up front, and that's how we played our best football. The idea was to have Mbappe come in and just slot into where Rodrigo was and be the replacement for Rodrigo. The problem is Rodrigo has a good game. Now we got to play Rodrigo, and that's not how it should be. I mean, and the problem is Ancelotti sometimes
hold on.
gets the
You're
lineup
saying
wrong every time.
You're saying Mbappe on the right should be on the right.
He should be up as a front two with Vinny. Because that's last season. The biggest difference with this season and last season is that our formation was very, very, very much a 4-1-2-1-2 with you had the midfield three behind Bellingham, and then you had the two guys up front to be able to cook. You had Cruz to control the game. But the problem is you don't have Cruz to control the game anymore. So you're playing all these young guys
and Modric
to play in the midfield,
is 40.
and Modric can't control the game the way Cruz does. But then you have guys that are dynamic like Ibrahim and Arda Güler who can come in and be creative and be able to take some of the press and counter the press. Maybe more so Brahim than Arda Güler. But Ancelotti's just not playing with that lineup, and I don't understand it. There's times where some of our best games are with these young guys that are just playing ball. But and it's like he sees that performance and he's like, I'm just gonna go back to Tchouaméni, Camavinga, Valverde, and that lineup and just do that. And I'm sorry, you're playing against Barcelona, who are a very good team. They know how to play ball and keep the ball, and you're not putting dominance in your midfield.
Don't you think? Okay, after being pimp smacked the way that he is right now, don't you think that he's okay? I need to make these changes. Surely.
Well, you know what? This is going to be what's going to happen, and that's why I don't think that he'll get sacked right now. The board's not going to sack him because there's nobody on the market that they're going to bring in that they're going to feel can save the season, especially because you're already ahead of Barcelona in La Liga. You still have a chance in Champions League. Copa del Rey is Copa del Rey. You're still in the tournament. You're still alive in all of the three main tournaments. So why would you sack the guy that's won you these tournaments before with this team? What's going to be the factor in this is what Ancelotti now does. Is he going to change and actually play these young guys? Like, how has Arda Güler not played? Like, I feel like he hasn't played a single minute of a Clásico, like ever. Like, how is that even a thing? If he's been your guy to come in and do something, and Brahim, I don't get it. And the thing is that we're gonna see is that we're gonna have to wait and see into the rest of the season, and then we're gonna find ourselves in a situation where, God forbid, somebody's going to get hurt or something's going to happen, and then we're going to be losing games in La Liga, and I could see Atletico taking it away, and then I could see us losing to a Liverpool or one of these good teams in Champions League because Ancelotti's putting out a lineup that's just not going to do what it needs to do. And this to me is exactly like the 2022-23 season, where Benzema's last season, where it was just like he's just putting lineups up, and it's just like, let's see what happens, and it's just a disaster when you have a mismatch.
AK, what are you saying?
Yeah, but this turkey sandwich bangs, but it's so good, man. I can't even lie. But Z-Man said something very, very I have to give credit to Z-Man because he said something very
you don't need to give credit to Z-Man.
Informative in previous hangouts. When Barca were winning games but not playing well under Xavi, Z-Man said something very informative.
Oh.
The performance will always catch up with you.
Not gonna lie, that's
give me this nonsense. Don't give me this nonsense about results and they're winning this game and they're winning that game. When I watch football with my two eyes. I watch football with my two eyes. And my two eyes are telling me these guys aren't winning games by virtue of being the better team. These guys are winning games because the teams they've played more often than not miss 4 or 5 chances at goal, and they get 2 chances the other way and they score them. For example, do you remember Celta Vigo that they won 2-1? Celta Vigo just scored 3 goals in the first 10 minutes.
Oh yes.
Do you remember Valencia? Yeah. It was just a week ago. They should have lost that game 3-0. But because they had Jude Bellingham, they won that game 2-1. At some point when you're facing teams,
formation.
So basically you're saying Carlo Ancelotti is fluke.
He is this season. he is riding off the coattails of his individual players, whilst not giving
Preach.
his individual players the system in order to play football matches well. And as I always say this, and Z-Man said it, the performance will catch up with you. And against big teams, Real Madrid are supposed to be the king of the big games. I'm glad Undisputed is here because Undisputed's team beat up on this Real Madrid team the same way Barcelona did. They just were lucky
And
that Courtois
they're
was
not
a
running away
beast
with any league. The league in
I mean, that's up to them.
Okay,
Barcelona,
sure.
every
Ricardo,
time they
mute your
faced
mic.
them this season, they've beaten them
next, man.
4-0, 5-2. HH, at some point, individual brilliance can't solve everything. This guy lost a league title to Xavi. This guy with the Milan.
Respect
Milan
Xavi. Respect
What do you
Xavi.
You were the same guy calling him a desert merchant when he got sacked. But what do you mean to respect him?
You did.
I did that for fun. Jokes.
Oh, yeah. This guy with a Milan team that contained Maldini, Nesta, Seedorf, Kaká.
Oh, this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing.
Are we calling Ancelotti an opportunist?
AK, you were 1 year. AK, you were. Heck, I don't think you were even 1 year old. AK, you were not even 1 year old when that happened. How do you know it's really happened? How do you know it wasn't really in the Matrix?
Wikipedia exists.
Wikipedia. Sure.
Wait, are you a Holocaust denier? Are you a
Infinite-
Holocaust denier?
Drop a break.
That's a
You
yeah.
know,
Continue.
I
That's really a red. That's really a red. But AK continue.
I read history, man. I got an A in my history class. I don't know about you, but I read history.
I think I got a B.
HH is history.
It's not that bad.
No,
to be fair, but
any like the manager that's won the most in like Real Madrid this year. and all that
HH was there when it happened. In fact, he released the gas.
oh, can I finish? Yeah. On top of that, with PSG,
He was an SS
this
soldier.
guy lost a league title to Olivier Giroud's Montpellier after being 4 points up in December of that season. He couldn't even retain the league title in France. Thank you, Hamza C. He couldn't retain the league title in France. He couldn't retain the league title in Germany. He couldn't retain the league title anywhere he's been. He is the most overrated manager I've seen. Mourinho is better than him. Fergie is better than him.
See. I hate when guys do this. I hate no. Hold on. Do you know what's so crazy? Do you know what's so crazy? No. Do you know what's so crazy? When Real won the UCL and La Liga.
Oh, so you're
AK,
you're gonna tell me Benzema's selling his soul as
crickets.
Ancelotti?
So when Real lose, it's like, oh, he's the most overrated guy in the world. Look at what happened in 05. So whenever he wins, oh well, it's not. Oh, it's the players. It was video. No. So when he wins, it's the players. When he loses, it's Ancelotti.
Exactly.
Is that how it is? No,
This is the funny
thing.
Unless you can give me proof.
It's a simple question.
I'm responding to you.
When he wins, it's the players. When he loses, it's Carlo. Is that what it is?
Can you give me proof of Ancelotti coaching Benzema to sell his soul? Can you give me proof of that?
Do you know there's a thing called taxes, there's a thing called training, there's a thing called it's instructions.
So how did training help
Also,
Benzema sell his
in-game
soul?
management.
How did training help Benzema sell his soul?
That is a lie purported by a guy from Peru.
Can I just say,
No, it isn't.
I think
the guy
that
that has the
Ancelotti.
most
How
Champions
did it-
the guy that has the most Champions League of all time.
Real quick. Can I just?
He is
Don't make me do a skip. Don't
Ricardo.
make me do a skip.
Ricardo, go for it. Ricardo, go for it.
Look, it's my turn. You thought it was my turn.
Ricardo,
Oh,
are you gonna pay for HH's?
Okay, Ziman. Okay. Say that's fine. You don't need to add to the whole thing. Just continue, Ricardo. Continue.
What's the price to speak, man? What's the dub that wins?
Yeah, anybody trying to slam you 1.5?
Could I defend Ancelotti real quick?
Wait, hold on.
No. Come to Ricardo.
The funny part is that this is what I was gonna do. I was gonna defend dementia class Ancelotti because look, I get it. There's valid criticism on Ancelotti's head, and I don't necessarily disagree. For example, If you're going to play a 4-3-3, which I wouldn't be surprised if there was politics above for him to play that tonight, just because you are in Saudi. Let's be honest, bro, Barcelona had no reason being in this tournament, but they're here. So probably to these Saudis, to these fans, like, look, you got to play the Stars. So the Stars played. Didn't work out. I think if you're going to continue playing the 4-3-3, look, you don't have a natural right winger. Oh, well, technically you do. You have Brahim, but clearly, he's not. The name is not big enough. In my opinion, if you want to play Mbappe at the 9 and Vinny at left and want to operate in this 4-3-3, you have to play Endrick at least on right wing. He's young, he's youthful, he's got a burst of speed, he has a wicked left foot. I don't see why he isn't playing. You want to play the 4-1-2-1-2, okay, the same thing. You're going to play I guess Rodrigo gets kicked out. You had the extra midfielder. Or even you don't have to kick out Rodrigo because you can play him at the 10. But you can question, why isn't Arda Güler playing? The guy never sees minutes. I don't get it. Like he's a good player. It is what it is. The thing with Ancelotti, what makes me interesting, I want to see Ancelotti, or not really Ancelotti, Real Madrid at the end of the season, because let's just say they get bounced out of the Champions League, right? And we all know how much Real Madrid identifies themselves with the Champions League. If they don't win that, let's say maybe they win La Liga. If they don't, it gets worse. He'll probably get bounced out. My problem, which I don't see, which I guess I can see that Real Madrid fans aren't really understanding, is that the value that Ancelotti actually brings to this team. For one, he doesn't play such a rigid positional based system. So by that, you're giving him players and you just kind of have to make way, which is what I said earlier, that Perez actually has a lot of fault in this squad building. Because one, you didn't need Mbappe, even though, he did play well today. But he's probably one of the only managers in the world right now that is competent enough to make 3 left wingers actually play together. Because I'm sorry, if you take Ancelotti away from this, and let's just say you bring in
Zidane, they're the ones that are in.
Let's be honest, Zidane's not coming back. He's gonna get that. He's gonna sign that French contract in 2026. They're gonna get probably Xabi Alonso. Now let's assume they get Xabi Alonso. Bro, do any Real Madrid fans actually watch Xabi Alonso? Because he's very positionally strict player. Like, I don't think he's gonna be able to manage 3 left wingers who want to play in the system that he plays in.
No, Ricardo.
And remember, these guys have to play.
Though. I
Ricardo,
think the board is probably a little bit more like, let's see if Vinny continues his consistency because of how he's been previously. Maybe they didn't have as much confidence as we think.
I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised.
You're saying sell Vinny? Allowing Vinny to go?
No. I think they're gonna try to sabotage. I have this weird feeling they're trying to sabotage my boy Vinny so Mbappe can eat the left wing. I don't know why. I'm just getting.
Honestly, I'm not. I wouldn't be surprised if that's what's gonna happen.
But do you know why that's effed up? So I've delivered you 2 UCLs in the Liga time. So I've been in the face of this team, and I'm getting bounced out due to marketing agenda. Because of marketing tax, after everything I've done on the pitch, I'm getting bounced out. That's harsh.
I'm flying this plane and I haven't landed yet. I'm flying this plane and I haven't landed. Can I land?
Yeah, you go to Ricardo.
It'll be funny if Vinny gets booted, he goes to PSG, and he did what Neymar and Mbappe couldn't. That'd be hilarious.
Okay, now Ricardo. That's
I need that.
So that never happened. I'll never even throw in there.
Shut your goddamn ass up.
Hey, look, he knows how to win. Did Mbappe know how to win?
Big facts. Big
facts. Know how to win with
win.
LSG. Stop it. That's not happening.
No,
but especially nobody's winning with LSG ever.
No, but anyways, back to what I was getting to. If Xabi Alonso is a very position-based manager. I don't see how. I'm not saying the grass can't be greener, but what I'm saying is that given the profiles that Ancelotti has been given, I don't see how any manager in the world manages this situation better. Because if you put Xabi Alonso there, I'm sorry, we're gonna see probably a bigger rift between Vinny and Mbappe, let alone Rodrigo. You're probably gonna go out there and sign an actual left winger or an actual striker because he likes players that actually fit those positions, which is why this all goes back to 20 whatever year it was when they could have got Harry Kane, but they didn't. They ended up getting whatever. But they could have got Harry Kane, which would actually benefit them a lot more right now. Also, you probably will get Trent because he likes his wing backs. Now you're gonna need another defender because if you're allowing Militao, who's had 2 ACL injuries on each leg each, I'm honest, Militao is good, but I don't know how the hell he's going to come back. I don't think he'll ever reach his potential. I think he'll still be solid, but I don't think he'll reach the heights he's expected to reach. I think Asensio is a good center back. I don't think he's world class, if I'm being honest. I know they want to gas him up, be like, oh, we got a Kubarsi in our team. One's 21, one's 17. He's good. There's that other defender.
But is he better than Vasquez? Or would he take Asensio Vasquez?
Well, yes. Obviously, like I said, he's good. He could be great, but there's also that other kid who tore his ACL in the beginning of the season. He was actually the one that was supposed to be playing. I think his name is like Joan something.
Joan Martinez.
Yeah, Joan Martinez. Yeah. We'll still have to see with him. Rudiger, I think the time is ticking with him. I know that when, like somebody said earlier, when he makes a slide tackle against Leganes, he gets the world best in the world shouts. But he's got a bozo gene. And like, look, for Madrid fans, I'll take him either way because he has high highs and lows. He's our Araujo. That's what he is. But Rudiger's good. I don't think the profiles on this team is actually going to sit necessarily well with Xabi Alonso, assuming they don't make proper reinforcements. And I wouldn't be surprised if Perez actually goes after Florian Wirtz, because you know Xabi Alonso is going to want his Florian Wirtz.
Well, he just signed an extension, no?
Yeah, but he signed an extension so he doesn't leave Leverkusen on some cheap.
Free. Free or cheap.
They're saying that he only signed an extension so when he leaves, they leave with something. Like he leaves Leverkusen with something. So he's leaving.
Listen, I'd say sign Frimpong and freaking Wirtz and call it a day.
Look,
not gonna happen.
So if you're looking at Wirtz, okay.
Hold on, that's what I was getting to. If you sign Wirtz, which I wouldn't be surprised happening because it's Real Madrid are all attack, no defense. What happens to your midfield?
Chill, bro. Chill. That hurt. Chill.
Because you can't play Bellingham, you can't play Wirtz, you can't play Valverde, you can't play Camavinga, you can't play Tchouaméni all in midfield. And also, what are you going to do with Goulet? There's a more reason he's not even going to play. If you want to play Frimpong is good, but let's be honest, that motherfucker can't defend for his life.
Goulet, come to Chelsea. If they don't want you, we'll take you.
They're going to sell Tchouaméni this summer. Don't be surprised.
Hey, you're forgetting Nico Paz as well.
Nico Paz, that guy's cooking in Como, man. Como has something in its water.
Actually, I think enemy good play. I think Tchouaméni is getting sold. I think they could not offload him for sure. I think that's happening.
Bro, they try to offload Mendy.
They want Zubimendi.
Yeah, where's Zubimendi going to play if they get Zubimendi?
I thought Pep wants Zubimendi though. I thought it was part of one.
They said like
what's Zubimendi even good at?
Or something.
Wait, hold on. Let me quickly say things to Dubinsky's man. So shout out to Dr. Max. Vinny, after saying he's coming back 10 times strong. Okay, hold up. I swear he had a good game when he said that. Or did it start after he said that?
I think that was after Osasuna, no?
No. That was after Milan when they were saying he's angry and stuff. Then Milan ended up dunking on him.
Zima, that story is not funny. Zima's not funny.
Hilarious.
Balance of lets. Madrid win 0 UCLs if they face Barca in the last 15 years.
Yep.
Okay, actually, have Real Madrid won the UCL when they've faced Barca?
Not since 2002 with Zidane.
Oh, did they beat Barca in that campaign?
Zidane man of the match. Yeah, 2002. I remember.
Wow.
Not that I remember, but I've seen the game.
Basically, what I've always said again, we don't know the answer. I would love to see a Real Madrid Barcelona UCL final. That's a useless one that I'd love to see. I would probably not see it this year, but I'd love to see that happen.
It should have happened in like the mid-2010s.
I'm not gonna lie. I never want to see that final. I never want to see that.
Why not? Hold up. Why not, Simon? Why not?
Bro, that's a headache if you're a fan. I'm sorry, man. If you lose forever. I'm not willing to take
it. But it is what it is. That's what football is about. Football is football.
If it would have happened, it would have happened in like mid-2010.
Yeah, it would have happened at the peak of Messi and Ronaldo, 2012. But that lose.
I think Flick's system works against offensive-minded teams, but I think he will struggle against teams like Liverpool, which have a great defense and a good attack. That's what I say. Like, which is why we're gonna get to the topic of our Barca back. I'm not too sure. I think this is just a great matchup for Barca. I'm still not sure about this team against a team who sits back and know how to counter. That's the thing. So I think this is just like matchup attacks. Wayne, Gatlock's right. HH even I don't know. No, I don't. No, I don't know shit on adopted kids. I don't. All right. So I don't. So don't even do that. Shout out to adopted kids. It's fair. Madrid forces formations and players on managers. Only Zidane and Ancelotti have done good. No managers want the job. They can't put their own system. If Alonso joins, will he be allowed to have his own system, or does he have to acquiesce to.
He's not playing 3 at the back at Real Madrid. You don't play 3 at the back at Real Madrid.
I doubt
Come on.
I doubt
Plays
that.
4 at the back now, though. He plays
Is he playing for the back now?
Against Dortmund. He played the 4-4-2 against Dortmund.
Ramesh Suresh. Zid is Carlo 2.0 because one of Zid's problems was also being honest to a fault to his favorite players. Is he as low as Carlo? Carlo is very, very low.
Hazard. He played fat Hazard.
Yeah, Zidane was loyal.
Bro,
Listen,
if
I'm
you
sorry.
if you have a guy like Hazard in your team, you play Hazard.
Not if he's fat and eating Burger King.
Hater. It's fair. Ancelotti deserves blame, but we know it wasn't up to him to go into the season with no Cruz replacement or another centre back. Perez chose Mbappe over depth. No, look. Again, I think nobody even made the points. Do you reject Mbappe on a free? Yes, I get a signing on bonus. Do you reject Mbappe on a free? No, you freaking don't. You don't.
They should have gotten Euro as well.
But yeah, that's the thing. Like they were going after other players.
Get Mbappe, but also get some defensive cover as well. So the issue was you didn't get defensive cover. Like, yes, no one would have foreseen Militao getting a season-ending injury, but you always have to prepare for a rainy day. Wait, Kenny, what are you saying?
No, but that's the thing. They were after a defender. They were supposed to get Euro, and when they didn't get him, they didn't move on to the next.
They also wanted. Apparently, they wanted Romero, but Tottenham said no.
Yeah, like they clearly want a defender. It's just that obviously
the new FSG. Perez is the new FSG.
They clearly want a defender, but maybe the guys that after they get getting poached, or maybe the players don't want to leave. So.
Sure. But that's Mbappe's daddy with Barca's first goal. Total's biological father dunked on Total again. Euros, El Clasico now finals. War of official peoples of adoption. Here's the thing. Look, Yamal, I told you, quality player. I'm part of Yamal FC. I've invested my stocks. Until Yamal wins a World Cup, he can't be Messi's daddy.
Yeah. Oh no, he might get a season-ending injury. He might get a season-ending injury.
So Yamal needs to win a World Cup. Until then, Mbappe is still Messi's daddy. So, but it's fair. Jabi would get sacked. Wouldn't be allowed to use a back three. I don't think he'll use a back three. I think he can adapt to a back four. I believe he'll adapt to a back four. Andre KM. Szczesny retired, came back and still.
That's actually tough, man. I'm not gonna lie. That's heartbreaking.
Doy, man. That's Doy.
That's Kane.
Oh, is Harry Kane gonna win a trophy this year?
I'm not sure, bro.
No, I think they're gonna win the league.
They're only 4 points ahead of Leverkusen. So they're not in the DFP poker. They're not winning the UCL, and their Bundesliga is looking sketchy.
You know, Sane missed an open goal yesterday.
You know, Sane is a bomb.
No, but he missed. No, I'm just saying.
I know that's. But do you know that Sane is a bomb? Though? Do you know that as well? Do you know that he's a bomb?
Not in the goal, like there was literally not a goal.
And I said, do you know that Sane is a bomb and a break? So do you look like I'm surprised? Of course, I'm not surprised. If a guy's a bomb, a brick, and a fruit seller, why should I be surprised if he missed an open goal?
You said Sane remind you of Maradona more than Messi.
Abris Fair.
What?
Ain't it supposedly already contacted Madrid for pass? Is this true?
That guy's good. That guy's so good.
Well, I'm a Madrid. I don't think you should sell that guy, man. Because if Inter get that guy and Madrid let him go, that would be extremely an L. Oh, Disputed, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, no, first of all, someone here compared Perez to the new FSG, for instance. Never do that. First of all, John Henry, this guy asked his neighbor to pay for his gardening, fee. And he's got a net worth of like $100 billion. Please never compare John Henry to anyone when it comes to cheapness.
When you can, man.
I mean, that's how you get rich, man.
That's how you, bro. That's how you get rich, man.
Luis Diaz is on Iceland cashier wages, basically. We don't understand how cheap this guy is. The brokest billionaire of all time. But that's for Real Madrid and Barcelona, right? I think. But first of all, I have to defend Ancelotti. We can talk, this guy was better than him. This guy, Mourinho, Ferguson, Ancelotti, they're all better than him. Well, who has 5 Champions Leagues at the end of the day? Who has 5? Who has 5 and who has 2 or 3? Exactly. So, if your heroes were as good as Ancelotti, they would have 5 Champions Leagues as well. And by the way, 5 Champions Leagues is not an exaggeration on Ancelotti. He easily could have won 7 or 8. You look at 05, the final. He coached the winner. He lost. 06 got robbed by a Barcelona referee when Shevchenko scored, but Puyol dived. like he easily could have won like 7 Champions Leagues as well. So
Yeah.
Ancelotti is a GOAT contender, and anyone who denies that is just a really bitter Barca fan who can't stand the fact that Madrid are better than him in the Champions League. Let me get that off my chest. Now,
Oh, wow.
yeah, it's true, right? The Barca fans are incredibly insecure.
So
people.
okay. So you're saying that Real shouldn't
Damn.
sack Ancelotti?
Barca fans, I'm not going to go to rant on it. Listen, no, they should sack him because he's washed. Basically, that's it. Everyone has an end date. You look at Mourinho.
Whoa.
completely
Okay, so you're saying
finished.
Carlos washed?
Yeah, he's washed.
So you
He's
said
washed.
all this to say that they should sack him.
That's crazy.
Okay,
That's actually that's
Drop
hold
the
up.
bricks.
That's-
Drop the bricks.
Hold up. Yeah, let me drop it, bro. Hold up. Glad to say that he's washed.
Give him the slap. Give him the slap.
Okay. First of all,
Yeah, there you go.
HH
That's
gives
all
me the
Barca
slap
fans as
like
well,
every-
man.
No. On the split, like, doesn't make sense. You literally said all that to say, yeah, he's washed. Sack this old fool, man. That's crazy.
No, but he like every legend has an end date, right? You look at Mourinho, like poor guy. This guy's been washed for a decade, still trying to hang on
Not
to
really.
relevancy in Turkey,
Not
you know.
really.
But like the point is, like, for instance, first of all, like I think the squad isn't helping him. It's poorly built. The defense, Perez has neglected it. Madrid's midfield is very overrated in my opinion. I mean, Tchouaméni, this guy's a nothing player. Valverde, he's a very physical
Utility
player.
Utility man.
Like he's not. He's not.
Sorry, for Valverde. Yeah, sorry, Valverde. Yeah. No. Like he's PNP. A very good
He's
PNP.
not- but like he can't turn on the ball. He can't like dictate the game. He's like in the center. He's kind of Bellingham is basically a glorified attacker. He's a great player, but he's a glorified attacker. It's very lightweight in midfield. And the moment Madrid come up against any team, like Madrid have actually been very good at beating up small teams this season. Like that's something that's different from previous years when they struggled to do that and then lose the league to Barca. They've been very good at that. But at the moment they come up against any team that has good quality players, especially in the middle of the park, whether it's Pedri, Gavi, or you can look at like McAllister, Gravenberg, right? They just get outplayed completely. And to be honest, I'm not even sure how much of it is Carlos' fault and how much of it is just like these like Perez just neglecting like the squad in general. And as for well, I read a stat somewhere. Is it true that Raphinha already has more goals and assists than Vinny did in his Ballon d'Or year last season?
Yeah, 30 GA. 30 GA.
We're going for a Ballon d'Or campaign.
Is this like in Vinny? Like, what has he done since he said that he's going to do it 10 times over?
Stop.
You know, HH, the greatest.
Let's no, because say this or now, and Vinny could now be the guy who gives him the UCL and the league. So
this is
let's
the
just
thing,
chill.
right? The thing is, I think that this was the game, and people will look back at it, but this is the game where this goes from being Vinny's team to Mbappe's team, and it's slowly because I still think Mbappe.
No. Before we get to Mbappe, it's Jude's team. Now Jude didn't have a good game today, but
No,
I think
Mbappe sucks, and Mbappe's trash apparently. So
No, Mbappe is the best.
No.
player.
No, that's what everyone says. So.
It's sketchy starts to the season for Mbappe.
No,
And remember,
he's just-
I'm the Mbappe guy.
He just played in the Baguette League, so you know, like, it doesn't.
We're not in the start of the season anymore, HH. You can't keep using that.
True.
We're midway.
Yeah, this is halfway to the season. We're in January.
And like even for like, I still think right. Like as for a coach, I don't really see anyone that they could bring in as an intern if they're planning. Xabi Alonso's not going to leave until the season ends, so I'm not really sure who they can bring in as an intern. Just keep Carlo for now, and then see if by somewhere if this team without signing anyone in January wins the UCL again, then I think that the rest of Europe should just.
Hold on. So shout out to Nigel Cardoso, member for 5 months. Thank you for your membership, Nigel. Marmoush to City is done. Oh, is that official? Marmoush, guys. Pep is spending a bill in this window.
Don't be surprised, Bruno Guimaraes City. Man.
So January 12th, and he's already 2 down already, and we're not even halfway through January.
Who's the second one?
It was the
Kusanov.
The center
Yeah, I
back,
think
right?
the one that brought some Brazilian, the Palmeiras center back from.
And I told you guys, he's not done. Like AK is a legend that he's going for
Aren't they
Brazilian pitbull.
It's just the real question. Like, is Pep the most shameless human being of all time?
Yes.
Like, he's not just manager,
also,
human
have you seen that video going around with Pep chastising those guys trying to get the autograph and stuff? It's basically going around. Basically, Pep, the guy's a weirdo.
He's gone insane.
Talents FC. Where's Endrick? Another fraud. European footsie overpress.
18, bro. Calm down, bro.
Look. Forget the guy. Hamza C, member for 35 months, but thank you for your membership, Hamza, man. Big up HH, the panel on the streets. Happy with the win, but I still consider it a trophyless season. If you don't win the league, CL, or Cup, so consistency is needed in the league. When is the brick door, by the way? Right, yeah, so brick door, sorry, it's going to be postponed. I'm going to do it next weekend. It's going to be next weekend, trust me. I'll do it next weekend. So.
Can I speak on Ancelotti?
Yeah, no one, go for it.
Can I go after Nomad?
Yeah.
The thing is, Ancelotti is stuck between a rock and a hard place. Like, he doesn't have the players he needs, to be able, because we know about Ancelotti. Like, Ancelotti cannot really deliver with a bum team. Like, he's a man manager. He needs quality, and he can manage them to win trophies. He needs that. With Vasquez and Tchouaméni, and Mendy will be gone in the summer, and Fran Garcia still isn't up to par.
Is Tchouaméni gone as well in the summer?
Possibly.
Oh, please don't sell him to us, man. That guy is such a bum. Please.
Yeah, he cost Mbappe a World Cup, so I don't like him.
So that's the thing. The thing is, I think Ancelotti is being kept because no matter how difficult you make it for him, he'll still be a good company man. He'll say the right things. He'll be a nice guy. He's good with the players. No matter what happens, players will support him. Like the last time this happened, 2014-15, when he bottled the league by 1 point. Like, let's not forget that MSN treble winning season, they won the league by 1 point. Real Madrid were better than them for most of the season. Let's not forget that. So he bottled the league. And because of that, he got fired. But still then, the entire dressing room was complaining to Perez that he shouldn't have fired him. So he has that.
2 points. Barca 94, Real 92. Yeah,
2 points. So we bottled the league. So that's why he was fired. But still, the players had his back. They were unhappy. Cristiano was unhappy of Ancelotti being fired. So that's gonna happen still. Like, if he's fired, the dressing room will be like, you should have kept him around. But the thing is, AJ, we still can't really give a judgment on him until the season ends, because AJ, if he finally, for the first time in his life, if he managed to defend the league title, then he's top 3. He's top 3 then. Like, it's over. If you don't think then he's top 3, then you're a hater and you don't know what football is. That's it.
So you still believe he has a chance of defending his league title?
He does, because of the position we're in right now. Like, 1 point off the top. So, and we're not 1 point off Barcelona. We're 1 point off Atletico. And Atletico hasn't had as good of a record of going on winning runs and sustaining that title charge. So let's see. I think Atletico still drops points, but at the beginning of the season, when I saw that Cruz is leaving, Mbappe is arriving without a preseason, and after the first few weeks when we got Carvajal and Militao out for the season, I was like, all I need is to get out of the league phase of the UCL and win the league. Like, that's all I need. And as long as we do that, and I think we could, he'll keep his job for the last season of his contract. And then Xabi Alonso will arrive in 2026. And by that time, Vasquez will be gone. Alaba and Vallejo will be gone. Mendy and Fran Garcia will be gone. Luka Modric and Ceballos will be gone. So perhaps Lunin will be sold as well if he wants more playing time. And we could get a couple of fullbacks, center half.
So with Ancelotti, you're not on the sack Ancelotti now. You're saying no, keep him. Let me see out this season.
That's difficult because he's not making changes that he easily could. Like, why didn't Arda Güler appear in this match?
I'm shocked that Güler did not actually have a did not actually play at any point. When you thought, okay, it's Rodrigo, yeah, great free kick. Rodrigo did not have a good game. Outside of that free kick, he didn't have a great game. So why not
Exactly.
give
So
Gullit some more of a chance? But my thing though is that maybe he can learn from this. You got beat down. You got pimp smacked.
So that's why I'm saying. He can't. He's not going to be fired now, and we can't give a judgment on him until the end of the season. Because if he ends up winning a domestic double and makes the UCL quarters, that's still a great season because we already won 2 trophies. So that will be what, 4 trophies and a UCL quarters, despite having the kind of squad he has. That could still happen, So, and then we'll get all the new signings and all of the old guard going out of the squad. So then he will be able to settle the new squad and hand it over on a silver platter to Jabi Alonso, and will leave a good legacy. That's the best case scenario. But AJ, if we end the season without winning the league, he's gone. He's gone. I don't care. He's gone because it's just not on him.
Wait. Hold up. If you win the UCL, you don't win the league. Is he still gone?
No, he stays because then it will be back-to-back UCLs.
Okay,
back-to-back UCLs.
Wait, hold on. Let me come to SK. SK, go for it. Ancelotti.
Yes, Ancelotti. HH, you know what's funny, HH. So, I sometimes post on my channel, right? Free shameless plug. And then I literally titled it "How Barcelona Destroyed Madrid," and I was like, wait a minute, haven't I done this already? Literally,
you have a channel?
Yeah, of course. But
yeah,
I just got the deja vu feeling. But so when I look at what happened in this game, I would blame Ancelotti half, and I'd also look at the players, right? So you look at that back line, and half of the back line aren't even actual defenders, HH. And on top of that, they're also playing on the same side of the field. And on top of that, the guy that is supposed to help them from the attack isn't even an actual right winger in the first place. So you look at all of that, and I obviously have to be okay, Ancelotti, what are we doing here? But I also understand, right? Militao is injured, they don't have their Carvajal's injured, so it is what it is from that standpoint. But then when I look at kind of what they decide to do in this game, HH, if you have a compromised back line, why are you trying to press with a front three that aren't even good at it?
It doesn't make sense. Barca, they know how to do that. You guys, you don't know how to do that, and
it's a 10 hard press, man. It's a 10 hard press.
Yeah, you need to know how to employ it.
Kunde was out here looking like freaking prime Philip Lahm. Kunde had a key pass in basically every goal except the fourth one. The first goal, Kunde is the one that plays in, I believe it was it Pedri? Or I forgot who it was, but he plays in the midfielder that plays in Lewandowski that plays in Yamal. And it's all because, again, Vinny doesn't do a good job of pressing him. And then for some reason, Rudiger decides to step out to Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski's receiving the ball back to goal. What are you scared of, right? And the thing I have with Rudiger in that sense is, if you know that the guy I'm partnering isn't a center back, it's up to you to be the one to be the leader and not be making crucial mistakes. And you're relying on Tuchemeni to basically run iso ball with freaking Yamal at the edge of the box. I don't know what you think is going to happen, right? And then, obviously, the penalty. Who's the one that gets
But my thing though is, if you're a Madrid fan and you're seeing everything like that, do you sack should Carlos' days be numbered, or hold up 1 point off from the table?
Yeah,
still in the UCL. Why is there the panic?
As bad as this result is, ultimately, it's a Super Cup. This game doesn't really matter.
Okay, yes.
Of course,
it's a final and it's your rival. It's a final, it's your rivals, and the manner of the loss.
No,
it will always matter.
Of course, it's bad in that sense. But at the end of the season, if this is the only thing in Barcelona win, no Barcelona fans are gonna be
true. Yes.
No. So obviously, I wouldn't sack him just because of this game. But if you're just looking at this game in isolation, that's one of the things that comes to mind, right? And then you also look at the fact that I don't know what that, outside of Mbappe, I don't really know what that front line accomplished today. And that's worrying because it's
No. And also, I think, again, you better say, Vinny. I don't know what's happened to Vinny. Like, these are both games. He's not played well. Like the Valencia game and this game, he's not played well.
I mean, yeah, and I don't know if it's just like, I don't know if it's a tiredness thing. I don't know if he's just, he's carrying a knock or whatever. But he just needs to. He needs to. It's funny because he was actually been playing better in the middle than he has on the left, like as of late. So it's like, I don't know what's going on there. Kamavinga was awful today. Like that penalty. Jesus Christ, man! Like,
no. He was all over the place. So okay, so your stance is give Ancelotti time, like because do you see people's worry that they are seeing a pattern here?
This, like I said, this team is compromised, but he did not help to lessen how compromised this team was for this game. But it's more of an ongoing thing, right? Like I'm not gonna base it off of this, right? Because they still are obviously in contention.
I have a question.
Yeah, what's up?
I have a question. You're a very tactical guy, right? You know tactics very well. But you're seeing, for example, this Real Madrid, when they defend, either it's in a high line or it's in a low block, you're seeing how easy it is for the opposition defense or midfield to pass through them because there's just too many spaces, there's too many gaps. Yeah. Even when they're in a low block, there's too many gaps where the opposition can attack them. I don't see how that isn't a coaching issue because it's your job as a manager to make sure when you're in a low block, every gap that the opposition can play is plugged in, and the opposition are basically they have to play the boomerang outside of your box.
Okay, there can't be any space in your box. But real quick, before I ask you, go. It's twofold. If you have a really good defender, they can make independent decisions outside of what you've been told to do as a unit by your manager. But if you have a bad defender and what you've been told to do as a unit is bad, then you're screwed. But if you have a really good defender and he's like, okay, I know what I'm supposed to be doing as a unit, but I can, in that split second, know that, no, I need to position myself here to stop this ball from going through. So that's where you need those quality defenders. So the issue, though, is bad information from the defensive line, also just bad individual decisions by those defenders there. SK.
Yeah, because what I was going to say, right, is, okay, like if you're the coach, right, and you're telling them, okay, like I need you guys to defend in a low block, there is going to be more of you back to cover space, right? So at that point, it's like you really shouldn't be having like too much to worry about on an individual level because it's like, okay, even if I screw up, there should be someone in or around me to help cover me if something goes wrong, right? Like I think there was like a specific sequence where like it didn't result in a goal, but like basically Barcelona like worked it down the left, and within like 3 passes they passed Rodrigo, and then Bellingham didn't get back in time, and I think Balde was able to play in Raphinha, whose touch literally like I think he like just bypasses Tuchman and just gets a shot off, and it's like, a situation like that, if my team is literally getting sliced up within like 3 passes, I don't know how you can really coach them to outside of just be better at not doing that. Like, you know what I mean?
Change the personnel.
See, my thing is this is like
50 minutes of
see this is what I've always said.
No change.
For me, it's like
so it's like I've always said like the mark of a great defender is can you look good in an attacking system? I can't rate you as a defender in a low block. I'm sorry, I can't. Now, you're still doing good.
John Terry.
Yeah, but basically, if you defend in a low block, yeah, you can still be good, but you're so protected. But, which is why, yes, he got a lot of red cards. I admit it. You have to give Ramos a bit of credit. Because Ramos was playing in an ultra-attacking system. He was the guy leading Varane, and Varane was following Ramos, and Ramos had to do a lot of ISO defending in a system that didn't protect him, that was very attacking. So that's why I say you have to give Ramos a lot of kudos for what he did under Ancelotti's super hyper attacking system and how he was defending.
There's 2 things I'd say about this as well. I think the first thing is the pressing. The pressing from Real Madrid, the way I see it, it's almost never organized. It's always one of Vinny or Bellingham. They will press the goalkeeper or they will press the defender, but no one behind them presses as well. It's not a collective press. That's on the manager for me because if one or two players individually are pressing, that means they don't know what the instructions are. They're not able to. Multiple players are not able to understand your instructions, which then tells me you're not instructing them to either press or hold your line properly. Number two, it's a player selection, and I saw this on Twitter. There's actually a Real Madrid tactical account that I saw this on Twitter. He said the best lineup for Real Madrid and not include Vinny, Mbappe, and Rodrigo, because you have three players there who are very direct, whose decisions on the ball are always to go forward. You need a guy, part of one of those three, who is not as direct, who will keep the ball. That's why I don't understand why an Arda Güler does not get time here, because he is a guy that has he has incredible decision making in the attacking third as to when to retain the ball and when to progress the ball forward. In a team where you have so many winger options like this, why are you not playing the one guy who balances that attack out? Because as long as Vinny, Mbappe, and Rodrigo play, this team's only going to get the ball back at them rather than going forward. So I'm like,
and the thing is too is that it kind of compounds the issue, right? Like, because it's like as a settled defense, your defense is never going to be settled if your team is constantly losing the ball and you're just not and you just don't have the ability to properly recover in time. Like the last goal that Barcelona scored, it literally took 3 passes and Raphinha just skinned Tchouaméni, and I can't really be mad at Tchouaméni for that because he's a DM. He doesn't really have the speed or the agility to try to like play against the literal best off-ball winger in the world. But like when it comes to off-ball movement, like Raphinha has like been the best at it this season, and I'm not going to expect Tchouaméni to be able to deal with that.
So okay. So let me go. So Ricardo.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. And then I'll come to Zeman afterwards. So Ricardo, actually, no. Let me go to Zeman first with this, then come to Ricardo. So Zeman first. Ricardo. Shut up, Zeman. Are Barca back, or is this just this was a good matchup for Barcelona? That's why they were able to expose them, and against a team that plays radically different from Real Madrid, low block, lots deep and counter. Barca may run into the same issues that they've been running into before this game. So does this game mean Barca, they've now found the groove back, or no? Let's see how they do against a team that is much more defensive and a lot more pragmatic than Real Madrid.
I wouldn't say we're completely back. I would say that this is a confidence booster more so than anything going into the second half of the season. I do think that we still have certain glaring problems. I think Athletic Club caused more problems for us than someone like Real Madrid, just because of their just because of the physicality that they were showing in the midfield and how aggressive they were in their press. And they had a manager that was very tactical in terms of the way he would set up his team to defend. I think under those type of teams, we're gonna still see some level of struggle, because at the end of the day, our next game is Getafe away. And anybody that knows Bordalas knows that that team away is going to be terrible.
Well, actually, no, technically, it's Betis, Copa del Rey on Wednesday, then it's Getafe.
Yeah, it's Betis at home, then Getafe. But in terms of the league and us being able to contend for the league, it's a question of how good because our problem is
you have to because you have to play it different. Because my thing though is Barca looks great. But but we've watched football enough time to know that football is about matchups. Getafe is going to be a very different kind of game tactically than what this game was.
I feel like throughout this season we've seen that we've had better performance overall against teams that are close to or that can or that are willing to open up, that are willing to go toe to toe. But when it comes to these teams like Getafe or the majority of the away games, which we have played in the first half more away games than home, I would say that our biggest problem is going to be dealing with these type of teams that are gonna play low block and hit us with the counter instead of teams that are going to open up. And another big thing is keeping up the intensity. That's something that I do think we will still struggle with, because sometimes it takes us a while to get our pressing together. And even against the bigger teams, we've seen that it takes us a while. Even against Bayern, it took us a while to get our pressing together. Against Real Madrid and the Liga, it took us time to get our pressing together. But against the lower sides and just consistency it's about keeping that level of intensity, and I don't think we necessarily have the squad. I think we just have a starting 11 so far when it comes to the squad and bare bones.
So you're saying you're not confident for the league? You're not confident for boys to win the league?
No, I think we do have the ability to compete for the league, but if we're going for multiple other trophies,
in Yamal we trust. It should be in Yamal you trust.
Yeah, but again, we've seen that once Yamal goes down, we don't really have any creative outlet without him or consistent creative outlet compared to him, because you can't rely on Raphinha off the right. Raphinha is more of a runner than being a creative outlet compared to someone like Yamal, and we noticed that we don't have out and out dribblers that are consistent without Yamal. We don't
hold on. So we're not hating on Ferran Torres.
No, that's the whole point. Like for us, it's like all it would take was 2 to 3 injuries, and we're gonna have major deficiencies between our starting lineup and our second options, third options in certain positions. So that's where I don't think we have the squad to compete in all competitions. That's where we have to kind of pick and choose. But at the same time, I do think that we're more made for cup tournaments compared to league format. Especially.
So we're saying a cheeky UCL run. Is that what we're saying?
I mean, UCL run, yes, but I wouldn't say that we're gonna win or anything. I just think that we could go far. That's the reality. I know you don't want reality.
Well, Zeman, be confident. Wait. Why are you being such a coward? Say we'll win the UCL.
No,
be confident in your team.
First of all, I'm being realistic. Unlike yourself,
being realistic is overrated. Being realistic is for shadows.
Yeah. That's why you thought Chelsea were.
All right, okay, thank you, Ricardo. What are you saying? Abasa back.
Here's the thing.
Or is this just matchup tax?
I wouldn't even necessarily say it's matchup tax, because if there's one thing that Flick was always going to bring to the Barca side was chance curation. If you look at the previous Barcelona managers, pretty much all the way up to Guardiola, they always preferred high quality chances, whereas Flick prefers volume of chances, right? So a lot of the criticism we've had of Lewandowski during, especially the months of October, November, and December, when he couldn't find the net, is that he's getting chances, he can't score, his overall play is garbage, this and that. Barcelona's issues comes down to one thing. It comes down to their ability to finish. We create a lot of chances. The stats don't lie. Today was an example of what happens when we score our chances. If you look at the stretch of 2 months when we weren't winning, we were losing games at home, we just could not finish. I don't think Barcelona really have played bad. It's just their inability to finish the chances they have. If you look at some of those games we lost, if we just convert some of those chances, it's a very different result. We're very different position in the league, and that's that. I do think this Barcelona team is better equipped for cup competitions though, because I feel like if you're gonna create a team that's contingent on just a volume of chances and scoring as many as you can every game, that's never gonna happen over the course of a whole season. It's gonna come crashing at some point. Now, maybe the crash already happened. Maybe we're in for another crash. It is what it is. That's football. There's ups and downs. So I don't necessarily think Barcelona really played well. Really played bad at any point so far this season. It's just a lack of finishing. That's what Lewandowski has been subjected to. Also, Lamine Yamal has been very vocal as well, saying that he needs to score more, and he has to. Because he doesn't have a lot of goals, doesn't score a lot of goals, even though he creates a lot of goals. He said he wants to get on the scoreboard as well. Raphinha has been reliable on both ends, creatively and finishing wise. But back it's gonna be interesting, because we can say they're back now, but what does the summer hold? How are we gonna
but for this season, so you're saying that you're more confident for the Champions League than you are for the Liga this season? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
With Flick, yes, in a sense. Just because Flick, if I'm not mistaken, I've actually heard a stat that the commentator said this, so it could be they should fact check their thing. The commentator said that Flick has not lost a final in his career so far. He hasn't lost. So those are good signs.
Wait, hold on. I swear he's only been to DFB Pokal Cup final, UCL final and this final. I think it's he's only played 3 finals. I think.
Champions League too.
No, that's what I said. Champions League final, DFB Pokal, and this.
Clearly, he's doing something right though. I mean,
Okay.
Clearly, in the big games.
But it
he's
also
done
includes like
something
the
right.
Super Cups and stuff too.
Yeah.
Because he won the 6th with Bayern, I believe, or was that Hanks? I don't know, but he won in trouble. So I mean, yeah, it may not be a lot, but look.
So
clearly-
basically, you have no confidence in your team in the league or the UCL because you're a coward.
It's not that I don't have confidence. It's just that my confidence is more so based on how Lewandowski plays, because small game Robert for some reason has turned into big game Robert this season.
Shout out to SGR, man. Shout out to SGR.
Yeah, so he's not really scoring these these chances against bottom feeders as he usually was, but we'll see. They're still in the race. We shouldn't even be in this position. We should be leading this race.
One win
Here
in
we are.
7. 1 win in 7.
Yeah,
in the
we
league,
should be.
man.
Basically, 1 win in 7 is that's
atrocious.
crazy.
That's terrorism. That's crazy work from the players.
That's Coleman ball.
No, but
Are
I
we
swear,
gonna get
but
to
you're
the-
only 6. But you're only 6 points off top.
Yeah,
but then again, if you were really better, Barca should have been way ahead by now.
I said we should be up by 10 points, but
Yeah.
look, are we gonna get to the Yamal Glaze session, or is that?
Okay, actually, yeah. Let's
Can I say
let's do some glazing. Okay, go for it. 2 things. Go for
Let's
it.
do some glazing. It's crazy.
Wait, did you just say let's do glazing?
What?
on a
Wait, keep eating your
17-year-old
turkey.
too.
Keep eating your turkey sandwich, bro. Keep eating your turkey sandwich, bro. What's it called? No,
Bro,
you
it's
say something.
so
No, man.
good, man. I can't even lie.
So we having
Okay,
a glaze off.
Wait, you're still fucking eating?
We having a glaze
Wait,
off.
hold up. AK, you're still eating the sandwich?
No, I finished a sandwich. I was talking
Good,
about
okay.
the brownie.
H, can I start? Can we talk about Yahim Yamal, man?
Okay, so but you want to say something before we do some appreciating?
No. I was going to be the first.
Full on glazing, man.
I was going to be the first.
No makeup.
Wait, hold up. Man. Jesus. Nomad, you wanted to say something? Nomad, what wanted to say?
Yeah, I'm just saying if all Barcelona ends up winning this season is the Super Cup, the fans will still be happy because all they care about
Here
is
we
beating
go.
Real Madrid.
Nomad,
So,
don't do that.
there we
No,
go.
okay, no, but I actually thought you were actually going to
And
contribute
also-
something worthwhile. But come on, Nomad.
Why is this guy always so
also
salty? Like,
second-
dude, have a day off.
Nomad, you've lost 5-2. Like, you can't just start. You can't change the narrative, bro.
You're not a football fan, man.
We're still
Like, come-
we're still going for the treble. We're still going for the treble.
Okay.
And
Okay,
and secondly, no, actually that was it. That was it.
Okay. Thank you, bro. All right, let's do some
Oh
glazing.
wait, can I just say one thing on Barcelona?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. So, can you just bring up the guy in my AVI?
What was this? Was he sleeping in this pic? Okay.
Has he found a way to register Danny Olmo and
Look at his gun.
the Vic?
I believe so. No, because there was footage of him like celebrating and going crazy, like saying, oh, basically doing this, and everything like that. So if I think this means hooray,
Okay.
Shouts to
That's all I want. That's all I want.
If you guys saw that video out of context, what do you think he was celebrating? If you guys just saw the video out of context.
I don't want to say this on a Sunday, so.
His life
So guys, let's
treatment.
do some glazing. Let's do some glazing. Let's do some glazing. Let's do some glazing.
If
So
Lamine Yamal gets a long-term injury, Laporta is selling his wife.
wow, that's deep.
I don't know where that
Okay, guys,
came from.
here's
Wait, what
the
does
thing,
his wife
guys.
look like?
Guys, Yamal, he has to be protected. Now, let me switch when and Ricardo and Zeman, you can verify whether this is true. Didn't the La Masia coach say that this is a greater talent than Messi, based on what he has seen? Or rather, this is the greatest talent that they've ever seen, La Masia, Yamal.
No, they never said a greater talent than Messi. They said this is the best talent since Messi. There's a difference.
Yeah, like, what are you doing here, buddy?
I-
Oh, by the way,
Okay.
Z-Man, by the way, as far as I'm aware, Yamal stock's never gone public, so you're not on this train, by the way.
I know.
AK,
This is
AK,
a Kool-Aid only.
He chose Spain. AK, don't be shameless. AK, don't be shameless. AK, he chose Spain.
Well,
Okay,
it hurts my-
okay.
it hurts my heart.
He's your. as Saka is our Judas, he's your Judas, man. So shout out to Scarlett.
Look, these Yamal stocks never went public, so they're only Kula exclusive. You're not part of this.
No, okay. Guys, do you know why I'm worried? I think that this I think this guy might tap out at 18 or 19. That's my fear. You can't be this good at this age. You can't.
Give me a UCL in a World Cup, and he can tear all his ACLs. Like, I'm never good.
Wow. No. But that's the thing. Unless he wins the UCL and World Cup before 2026, then he can. Listen, here's the thing.
He might have the greatest 5-year run of all time.
If he wins a UCL and a World Cup, bro, he could retire as the greatest teenager ever.
The greatest 3-year span of all time.
Oh yeah, no, bro. If it does that, Dino, we need to relook at Dino's 3-year span. We just relook at Dino's 3-year span. Okay, but look,
Zidane as well, man. Bring that guy to the table, man.
So look, Zima, what are you worried that Yamal may have picked already? I'm worried that he's picked already because I think this is too much too soon. I think this is too much too soon.
No, I would say that Yamal is one of those type of people, one of those type of players that has that's very ambitious. Even if you look at the quotes that he said about himself, about the ambitions that he has in terms of being a top goal scorer, in terms of winning a Champions League, in terms of winning a World Cup before he turns 20. I do think that this guy is the type of guy to stay consistent in his hunger and try to learn and improve himself. One of his goals was to be a better goal scorer, and he's already done that in his 2 official games after making those statements. So I would say that he has the ambition and he wants to be the best player in the world. I don't think that's necessarily going to disappear because he's always been that type of person to. Even in the youth academy, he's the type of guy to pick the brains of like his manager and try to learn things that he should improve upon. So I just think that's
especially you think that he can sustain this through his 20s and can go into an even greater level, or do you think he tapped out at 19, like Mbappe? Apparently,
I think it's a case of Barcelona do have to do their own part in terms of protecting the talent that he is,
but by not overplaying him and playing him in every single game.
Yeah, and not being over reliant on him. But unfortunately, we have bums that can either create or that need his assistance way too much. So at the end of the day,
Ziman, respect your players, bro. Don't be disrespectful, bro.
No, Lewandowski is. I'm telling you, bro. We might have to send this guy back to.
To where?
I'm not gonna say it.
Hold on, back to Warsaw or back to a nursing home? Or does Warsaw have a Warsaw nursing home? So.
No, I was about to mention mustache guy, but I'm not. I'm not. But going into it, man. Listen, I do think he has the creative outlet. I didn't even foul, bro. That got tripped over.
That's it's a yellow. It's a yellow. Because it's a yellow. Continue though. It's a yellow. Continue.
Yeah. But going into it, I do think that if he stays on this path, if Barcelona are able to maybe decrease.
Are you not afraid of Chelsea nabbing him if we put in a cheeky bid?
No, I don't. I'm not.
You're not afraid?
Don't answer that question, bro.
Are you not afraid? Not afraid?
Zima, don't answer the question.
That's the thing. That's the thing about our best youth academy players. They don't tend to leave, or they tend to stay.
We already have Esteval. Zima, imagine Chelsea with Esteval and Yamal looks great in blue. Esteval on one wing, Yamal on another wing. Ricardo, mute your mic.
I already told you.
Freaking
Esteval 2030. Esteval 2030.
Ziman, all I'm saying though is that are you sure? Okay, hold on. Are you sure Yamal is going to commit to Barca long term? You're positive that he'll commit.
Yeah, I'm 100% positive. And by the way,
wait, hold on. No, you
let him cook, man. Let him cook, man.
No. You know you're cooking. Get out of the kitchen. How could it be 100% positive? You mean you're 95% positive? You mean 95%?
No, I'm 100% positive because we don't tend to lose youth academy players unless like.
Wait, Streets, is he capping? Streets, is this guy capping?
I'm not capping, bro.
We have all
and not to mention, Esteval has already said he's a Barca fan, so he's looking for that next move.
That's a lie. He never said
that. Yeah, if we're being honest, he only went to Chelsea because Barcelona were in the financial shithole. So.
He never said he's a Barca fan, so I don't know where.
Yeah, you can literally look up his interviews.
Yeah, I literally won't. So yeah. So.
This guy's a Messi Glazer and a Barca fan. Obviously, he's going to Barca.
No, Messi
Wait, hold
Glazer
up. You
is
see a
a
Messi Glazer?
Messi Glazer is a Brazilian.
Neymar.
He is. You can look
Is
it up.
Esteval a
Don't put a
Messi
Messi
Glazer?
Oh my god! Don't literally put that.
What's his name? What's his nickname? HH. Tell me his
No,
nickname.
Esteval William is not a little Messi
These
Glazer.
guys went on
What's
Chat
his-
GPT.
Can you please share the
Hey,
screen?
look. Okay,
Share
I'll
the
share screen.
Do you know what
I'll share
Esteval?
screen.
You know what Esteval's nickname is?
I don't care what his name is. I'm not. This is what thing is it. No, Esther William is
You
not a little
actually said
Messi
he's a fan
Glazer.
of the eighth
But
time
he's a
now.
what?
He said he's a fan.
But he's not a
He
Glazer.
said, "No, look at the
Those
right hand
are two
side.
different things.
Look at the ESPN article. Look at the
No,
ESPN.
those are different things. He's not a Glazer. Those are different things. He's a fan, but not a Glazer.
H, you just put his nickname on the screen, bro. That's a break.
He's a flan, but not a Glazer.
A flan? He's
not a
man,
flan.
man is a Mexican dish. He's a Mexican
Oh, no,
dish.
okay, so
I
does,
thought it was
does
Spanish
everyone believe that Yamal commits long term to Barca?
He's already said it himself, man.
Wait. Didn't Figo say, "Oh, I'm a Barca guy," and then what did he do? Pig's head.
Bro,
Where's
Madrid
Figo
can't come in
from? Where's Figo from?
Portugal and Spain is the same thing.
Did he come from La Masia?
Yeah, did he come from La Masia?
Yeah, I know some Portuguese people that'll be very angry.
Wait,
I
hold
don't
up.
think Portuguese
Wait, hold
people
up.
appreciate
Did
that,
Messi come from La Masia? He did.
Yes,
yeah,
he did.
yeah, he did.
What's the name of that club in France? You know, like that Eiffel Tower?
Yeah. When did he?
Like Saint? It's called Saint something. Saint Germ, like something like Germ.
Paris in German.
Yeah, like didn't he leave for that Paris club?
He
But
didn't
he's
leave.
like he's your
He was-
greatest
he was
talent,
booted.
but he
20
left.
years.
He was booted.
Which shows you that never assume. Okay, so Chelsea have a chance in 2032.
2032. Is he turning 30 in 2032? Is that what you're saying, man? He ain't leaving until
Oh, yeah,
he's
yeah.
in his 35.
Okay, so basically, Ricardo, does Yamal get a long-term injury when he's 20, break his legs and end his career early, or what?
I can sense fear. I can sense fear. Look, y'all can
wait, hold on. What's fair? We have Cole P and Estevan. We want to rule, and we're going to rule football in like the next 4 years. So
like I said, like Zima has said,
I'm easy.
like Zima has said, Estevan's on loan.
Can we go back
He's
to
on
have
loan.
humble, bro? Can we go back to have humble?
Look, you can't control injuries. If he gets fucking injured, he gets fucking injured. Can Barcelona control that? Sure, but at the end of the day, you can get any injury at any point. That's just the reality of the situation. Yeah, look, he said himself he wants to play at Barcelona for life, so we don't have to worry about that. Yeah,
has he picked too early? That's what Murray has he picked too early?
I don't know, man. We have to see. We don't know what this level is going to be.
We don't know, but I'm telling you right now, as a GOAT analyst, he can't be this good at this point. So
Look,
I fear an Mbappe. I fear that his best chance at winning a World Cup is going to be in 2026, and if he doesn't, we're going to see a decline through his 20s.
Well,
that's just my fear.
I disagree because the Spanish Federation is actually a very well-functioning federation, so he doesn't need to be Messi level. But
I don't know about that.
Wait, didn't the Spanish Federation like almost kill?
Yeah,
him?
they groped the females.
yo, at the end of the day, if you win, you win. Like, and they're like champions at like every level too. So like they're champions in nearly every age category, almost in every sex category too. Like these guys are insane. Anyways, look, if he doesn't develop into what we anticipate him to be, and he's just still this player he is today, bro, that's not a bad player. Let's just say this is the player he is for the rest of his life. He's not a bad player. He's a good player. So, I mean, I don't really see what yes, we all, given what we've seen so far at 17, we all anticipate that he will be better and probably the best of his generation. But
so do you think I'm crazy or I'm capping by saying he's the best player in the world now in terms of the best footballer in the world?
I don't think you're crazy for saying it.
Because let's say that, come on, a 17-year-old can't be the best player in the world right now. Come on, what are we saying? But I'm like, he is.
I mean, I wouldn't say, but I don't think you're crazy for saying.
Okay, so ask you, who would you say is the best player right now? Who? Don't you dare say it's Mbappe.
It's Salah.
Mohamed Salah, man.
Who said Salah?
Mohamed Salah.
SK.
Did you say Salah?
But it is.
Ask you, did he say Salah?
Dude, it was Salah like 2 weeks
What's
ago.
wrong with Salah, man?
Salah. Wait, you're saying Salah is the best footballer in the world?
No,
Not the guy who's in the basically, this is what I always say. If an alien came down and said,
Oh my
human
God.
beings, who is the best football player on your planet? Who do you say? You're not saying Mo Santa.
Did you see the video I sent you from culture camps?
I mean, if you're
Where he
talking
called
Germany
Salah
and
the
all that.
smoke.
Yeah, I saw that. And
Look, I can't. I can't.
Yeah,
I can't.
you agree with him?
No.
Okay, HH, I'm asking a question.
Yes.
Salah doesn't do circus tricks, guys.
Wait, hold on, Ricardo, wait a second.
Who is your top 5 players right now?
Yamal. I'll still say Jude. I'll say Salah. I'll say Vinny has gone off the boil a little bit. Hold up. Let me what's my rankings?
Omar Marmoush.
You can. I mean, you can argue. Oh, I'm going to put in Van Dijk. I'll put in Van Dijk.
No
Okay. Van Ora.
This is some woke nonsense,
It's Kobe is much more of a biased thing. Kobe is a much more advanced thing.
Bro,
Yeah.
what are we doing out here? This is
Okay.
woke nonsense.
Oh,
Center
yes.
back, man.
Look,
What
man.
are we doing out here?
Look, man.
Okay. Anyways, I don't think.
Look, man.
Look,
Shut
man,
up.
I see what you did. I see what you
Oh
did.
yeah. Let one of your bombs lead Atalanta to a European League, you prick. Ricardo, what are you saying?
Who's your top 5?
No. SK. We're not waiting
can
for
I-
this clown's top 5. Ricardo, what are you saying?
Okay, Jesus Christ. You said he's the best player in the world. If you think that, that's not a bad take. I think it's acceptable. Is he one of the best? Yes, he definitely is. I hope he can be more than what he is now, but if he ends up being this player 10 years down the line, it's still not a bad level. The world is his, bro. Like, the club is his. He's going to be the face of this club for the next 10, 15 years. We hope he can be somewhat of Messi. If he is, we're in for a great run again. But we'll see.
Cole Palmer is in my top 5, by the way. So
Can I speak on
this? AK, talk to me about the Moroccan Judas.
Yeah, he isn't a Judas, unfortunately. He just joined
So
where he
you
wanted to
don't call
go.
him
So.
a traitor? Okay.
Moroccan,
What the hell?
who I call a traitor more than him. So, was something wrong with my audio?
Yeah. Your audio went to be crazy.
Okay. I think it's good now. But yeah, before that, Shah, culture cams. He called the Salah the Gasmote. I think.
What the
AJ
hell is
also
Gusmot? What the heck is Gusmot?
greatest stats man of all time.
Oh my
Let
God.
me drop this for culture cams. And I like culture cams, but let me just drop this for culture cams, man.
That's stupid.
HH, you say the same thing. Though.
Yeah, I don't know why you agree. You said you. I remember in like
No. But to
against
put
West
it,
Ham.
yes. But to put that in a goat, basically to mess up the goat's moniker with that, I think is disgusting.
You're the inventor of like what good door like let the guy.
No. I know that, but to say G smote is disgusting. Just call it goats. There's not a G smote. So no. So yes, it's continue.
Shout out, but yeah, on your
You hating
mall,
on yourself. That's crazy.
Shush.
on your mall, I think he is amongst the best. I would still put Salah as the number 1, but he is definitely in my top 5. I definitely say that. So he is amongst the best players in the world. At 17, he's 17 right now, correct?
Yes.
I mean, let's see how much he goes. I mean, I feel if we're looking at players that have played the level of minutes that he has in his career, like at similar ages, they've all, retired around 27, 28, 29. So just by that logic, I don't know if he's going to last like well into his 30s unless he has Cristiano Ronaldo level dedication. Like, I don't know if he will last into his 30s because you look at the likes of Rooney, Fabregas, someone like a Hazard, even a Neymar. They all fizzled out at like late 20s, early 30s, and I wouldn't be surprised if he fizzles out at a similar age as well, which is unfortunate, but it's just the course of life. Overall, though, I think there is some ways to go because I think he can still be a better finisher in front of goal.
Yes.
So I think it's scary that we might see a better version of him in the near future.
That's my thing. If this guy improves his finish and goes on another level, like, what the hell are we looking at here?
Well, we might be looking
Because
at...
remember, most people thought that 2012, 91 goals, that was like Messi in his final form. And then we then saw the 18-19 season. It was like, oh, sugar. This guy can now go to even older level. Because many people thought, oh, bro, this guy can't get any better than 91 goals in a calendar year. And then he went even further.
Yeah, people say Messi. Personally, for me, I see a Neymar level talent here, bro. I see a Neymar level player.
And Neymar was his idol because he came out and said that Messi was cool. Neymar was the guy that I truly followed and I tried to emulate.
Because I think Messi is naturally more direct than this guy.
Yes.
Like Messi's full aim is to just go to the goal every single time. I think this guy is a lot more like, he's not as direct as Messi, and he's almost like more of a Neymar. Like,
but AK, do you think
wait, hold on, AK. Please, thank you. It's not AK. You said this, so people cannot attack me. I put out a video, and I said that when Messi dribbles, his point is to go from point A to point B. He's very effective and very efficient.
Yeah.
He's not trying to mess around. Neymar, he wants to entertain. He's trying to add a bit more flamboyance, and he wants to do a lot more tricks and to just really add a little bit more sauce. And that's similar to what Yamal is. Yamal just doesn't want to do that. It's okay, let me just do it with a little bit much more sauce. And guys said, oh no, you're just calling Messi like a stat specialist. Of course, Messi. I'm like, no. Like, Messi is amazing, but he's efficient. He isn't the kind of flamboyant guy that Neymar was, or what this Yamal guy is. And people were attacking me.
Considering, bro, you're the guy who continuously calls Mbappe Messi's daddy for no reason. You're the guy
I do that just because I'm a lovely guy. I do that for a love.
So I'm just saying, like, based on the stuff you have said before, I'm not surprised that people are attacking you. Like, I don't think that's a crazy statement. I think Messi's dribbling styles more rely on directness and efficiency, and Neymar is more on flamboyance. Although Messi can do the flamboyant stuff, he prefers not to do. He prefers to be far more efficient, which I don't see a problem. And I think I think both are just as good. Like, if you can give me the efficiency with the
both are
flamboyant,
fun. Just that people may prefer one to the other. I prefer the more flamboyance, but the point of dribbling is to get past the defender. It's not how you get past the defender, it's to get past the defender. That's a dribble. A dribble is a dribble. Whether you dribbled flamboyantly or efficiently, I got past the defender, so therefore I dribbled you.
Yeah. Also, Messi is efficient, but Messi's still very fun to watch. But that's what I see with Lamine Yamal. I think I see more of a Neymar type player rather than a Messi, a guy who could play on the wing and as a number 10. Like, the ceiling is limitless for this guy as long as
it's
Laporta doesn't let this guy's knees fall off his legs.
Which he will. SK, what is it?
Oh no,
Can I speak on this?
About the Neymar. The only thing I was gonna say is I don't think he has as much like dynamism as like Neymar does in terms of just like being able to like get from point A to point B. Like,
but SK, he's 17. See, do you know what we'll forget is that we can't even say, oh, he doesn't. He's 17. Remember, how old was Neymar at the 2014 World Cup? It was like 21.
What I'm talking about is a more like physical attribute. I literally just mean like how quickly he can do it. Like, of course, he definitely has like the guile, and he can definitely glide. So it's not really like an issue. I just meant more so like what I would think would distinct like the two of them. When I watch Yamal, though, what I think of when I watch Yamal is, you know how like all the old heads talk about how like, oh, like, the number 10 is dead, like, we don't really. He basically reminds me a lot of those old school number 10s, but like just out on the right, but still able to like play make to that level, to like that degree. That's what I think of when I watch him.
No. I think he's like, because I always say the difference between us old heads and you new heads is us old heads, we had specialists. New heads, you have jack of all trades. So players right now, you need to do multiple things pretty well. Back in the day, you have one thing that you do excellently, and we can make up for the other stuff you don't do so well. So the Yamal is a guy, which is why he's now trying to. And here's the funny thing: if Yamal was back in the old school, you're a number 10. You don't need to work on your goal scoring because you already have a goal scorer. Specialize in your playmaking and chipping into those goals when you can, which is what Totti was. Totti was not a high goal scorer. He specialized in through balls and creating, and then he'll pop off with a goal here and there. But because Yamal is in the modern age, where you have to be a great goal scorer, you have to be a great chance creator, so you have to be great at pressing. He also needs to work on the goal scoring because you can't rely on the geriatric from Warsaw. And that's the thing. Where really you should just really specialize on your playmaking.
Can we also talk about Neymar stealing 100 mil from Saudi for 42?
Oh yes, you're very quickly. Okay, so no matter talk about talk about Neymar being a thief.
No, he's not a thief.
Well, technically.
As a Real Madrid fan, right? I'm actually not afraid of Lamine Yamal ever getting to his potential or dominating the league and Europe and all of those things. Because the thing about like skillful players, like players with actual skill, creativity, and talent, like natural talent, is we've seen players with natural God-gifted talent before, right? There's only a limited amount of minutes that exists in their legs. And until they can adapt to a different playing style or they have like physical or athletic prowess to rely upon in their latter years, they decline quite early. And so when I see Lamine Yamal starting each and every single match possible for Barcelona and will keep on doing that for the next as long as he can, starting from when he was 16, I don't see him even like continuing his form until his actual prime when a lot of the other footballers hit their prime at 27, 28. I don't see him continuing this form for the next decade. I don't. Because there's only a limited amount of minutes that you are going to get out of such players. Like if he was like an athlete, like a Cristiano or something, or he was physically gifted like Ibra, or he was like a stat merchant like Salah or something, then that's different. But when you got someone like a Neymar, like a Hazard, like a Messi is an anomaly. Like Messi is an anomaly. But when you get like, but even you would agree that Neymar, when it comes to pure talent and skill, is still like in a different league when it comes to like pure
No, but no, man, Messi's
God-gifted talent
also.
and skill.
No, but no, man, Messi's
So
also an insane athlete too, though. Just to keep that in mind.
yeah, he's an athlete as well. But no, when I'm talking about like pure talent and pure skill, when you see someone like a Neymar, we're not comparing Yamal to like Messi or Salah or Ibra or Cristiano. We're comparing him to Neymar because that's the kind of player he is. And there's only a limited amount of minutes that you can get from these kinds of players, no matter what his dedication is, no matter how much he applies himself in training, no matter how much he takes care of his fitness. There's only so much you're going to get. That's why such players are eased into the big game. They started off the bench, they're given a few minutes, then they're given a few games, then they're made starters. But this guy has been starting games since he was 16, and he's not stopping anytime soon. So I don't see him getting to like 26, 27 at the same form. So
87, do you agree? Yeah, future for Yamal?
Yeah, it's hard to see. The thing is, like Yamal, I feel like he has so high potential, but my only concern is the minutes and his injury record, because I am kind of concerned that if he gets overplayed, he may not reach his full potential. Because we saw today how amazing it was. Like goal he scored was fantastic.
Superb. Yeah.
Everything. Yeah. If you don't mind, can I get my quick thoughts on Barca game?
Yeah, please go for it.
Okay, so yeah, Barcelona, we dominated Real Madrid. It was crazy. I couldn't believe my eyes. Like we're doing it again. Like I thought this wouldn't happen again. I thought Carlo learned his lesson, but
well, he obviously didn't. No.
So and Raphinha was amazing, man, and he was fantastic. And I was also really impressed at how good Raphinha was. Raphinha was amazing. And for Real Madrid, the only positive for them was Mbappe. Mbappe was actually good, which was interesting because the first El Clasico, he was probably like the worst player you could probably argue for Real Madrid.
And now it was a really good goal that he scored as well.
Yeah, really good goal. And interesting. And also one interesting stat with you guys is that the team that goes on to win the Spanish Super Cup usually goes on to win the league from the 2024 onwards. Yeah, the only exception was Bilbao in 2021, which, you know, what happened that game. So messy red card, but yeah. So
okay. So real quick, so let's just talk about this Neymar thing real quick. So guys, I'll just pull this up for you guys, man, and you guys can have your thoughts on this. So,
42 minutes.
All right, here's the thing. So let me read it for you guys. So for people who are listening, remember, guys, this is going to be on Spotify, on podcast. So people listening to this on the podcast, Neymar's Al Hilal salary broken down: 2 matches, 42 minutes on the pitch, 50 million per appearance, 2.4 million for every minute, 1.1 million for every touch of the ball, 101 million total salary. So did this guy thief?
Of course.
No, that's not theft. That's not
okay.
theft.
Okay, Neymar, why is this not theft? So call you Neymar, like why is this not theft?
Because they gave him the contract age.
Did they?
They did. At the end of the day,
did Neymar like go up? Did Neymar rock up to Saudi Arabia and like?
Maybe he did. Okay, Ricardo, what are you saying? I'll come to you. SK, Ricardo.
At the end of the day, Al Habibi know what they signed up for. They signed an injury-prone player for that insane amount of money. That's not his fault. If anything, we should be giving credit to Neymar for pulling off a heist of the century.
Well, did you spell it Al Habibi?
Habibi, that's their name.
Bro, 40 minutes, 100 million is insane, bro. You know what? I want to hate. I really want to hate. I can't hate.
Can I read?
You can hate something. I can't hate. SK, what are you saying?
Can I read off a stuff? This is the amount of league games Neymar has played since 2017. Can I read that off? Please?
Go for it.
20, 17, 15, 18, 22, 20, and 3.
So wait. The average number of games a season, if you're a regular, should be like about what? 40?
38.
50.
Oh,
in all competitions.
No. Like basically, if in a regular kind of season, remember. So this is UCL, your cup competition, your league should be about 40 something.
Oh, if it's
40
if it's all of that, then because it'd be 38 for the season, at least 6 group stage matches. Like assuming 50. You got knocked out first round in both of them, it'd be like 2 more. Yeah, so around 50.
Yeah, 50.
55 for club and country.
So basically, so you're saying since 2017 he's not played 30 games.
No. This is just in the league. I didn't do all competitions. This is just
okay. So basically, just in the league, he's not played up to 30 games just in the league. That's look, guys. I've said this, and I said this again. Neymar can speak fluency Japanese only once. He's not going to be in 2026. He's not going to be in that World Cup, bro. So all of you Americans trying to save up money to watch him in Trump country, Neymar ain't going to that 2026 World Cup.
You know that's crazy that Neymar has this amount of appearances, but he's about to win the 2026 World Cup. That's crazy work, man. That's actually crazy, man. Think about it, HH.
Think about
Brazil to a World Cup.
No.
Performances, man.
Have you watched Brazil?
When he's not, first of all, Brazil are ass cheeks, and he's not going to be there. How can he win the World Cup when he's not actually going to be there?
That's what you think. That's what you think. You know.
No. It's not what I think. It's what I know. It's what I know.
Outside the box, this is all money, bro. He doesn't really want to play in the
he
desert.
definitely won't win the freaking World Cup with Vinny on his team. So.
Oh wow, man. So sorry, 87. What are you saying?
I sent a link in the private chat. You can see the salary of the other players, and you can see how it's compared to Neymar.
No. We did it before. We saw Neymar's salary. Yeah, it's disgusting. Wait, I think Neymar is the second best paid in the league behind Cristiano.
Yeah, probably.
Ronaldo, man. That no wonder Ronaldo saying it's better than Liga, and if he get paid like that, I'd say
if he gets paid a GDP each week, I'm saying the Saudi League is the greatest league of all time. I'm saying whatever you want to say. I'm saying the Saudi League is the better league of all time, 100%. So shout out to Suresh.
Except the fact that Cristiano also scores 60 goals and 60 appearances. That's 40 years of age, unlike Neymar.
Well, what's embarrassing?
Al Akdud and stuff.
So what's embarrassing is that Madrid is having to work hard to compete against Liga FC, which needs the rules changed to register their own players.
Well, the rules weren't changed. I don't know what you're talking about. We didn't have an extension at all. It was proven to be false. Those rumors that was started by the same person that you're quoting. So I don't know.
Sure.
Wait, wasn't there like a transfer? Wasn't there like a transfer when they had to like buy Chris Brown from like another team or something? And like,
hold on, Chris Brown, the singer?
No, what was his name? It was like Braithwaite. He like looked.
Braithwaite.
Sure. Talent saves it, and they actually got Leganes relegated in the process. Yamal is Mahrez Robin level, but football fell off, so he'll be top 3. He's 17 and wants to improve on his footballing abilities. This is who he is and will be. Talented
That is true.
FC,
That is
you're
true.
a moron. Oh,
Wait,
so
hold
on. Hold up.
Oh,
Dominic, you're saying that
real.
Yamal is no better than Mahrez Robert.
Talent FC, with all due respect, England have never have England ever created a Yamal level player?
They did.
No.
They did. Yeah. Sir
Who,
Stanley
Rooney?
Matthews. Sir Stanley Matthews.
Stanley Matthews. Okay, sure.
I
Shout out to boy
merchant.
Elijah. 26 today. Shout out to United and Barca for winning me. Ooh, $300. Probably, guys. Happy birthday to Elijah, man. Happy birthday to Elijah. Happy birthday, 26.
Why didn't I get a happy birthday last month?
Happy birthday, man.
Because no one cares about your bummer's birthday.
Wow.
Happy birthday to all of you.
Happy birthday, Elijah. Happy birthday for our unverified, unofficial, and unspoken of fact checker here.
Happy,
bro.
26, man. Damn.
AK, bro, you forget it. You're young.
Yeah, no, AK, guys are old, man. Like, bro, I turned 21. I turned 21 this year. Guys are old, man. Wait, hold up. Ricardo, how old is the old one? You're like 26, 27? You old, man. Look at this old dudes, man. Look at this old freaking dudes, man. You guys are old, man. Bloody old heads.
Whoa, you're 52, man.
No. I'm 21 this year. I'm 21 this year.
Yeah.
Guys, this is what, guys. Monday members hangouts. It gets real. One love. Peace out. Peace out. Peace out. Peace out.
Hala Madrid.
Yeah. Fuck.